on another Monday, another day to be with our bros, our fellows, our listeners. Just continue to enrich us with information, allow us to get better at this pod game because we are the best pod in the world. We thank you for that right now.
Yes, Lord.
So just allow us to continue to grow and to be pillars in our relationships and our families. We just say amen.
That was
Amen.
legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Amen.
Ain't easy.
I was just about to say.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Shabak, shabak, shabak.
Pause.
Shabak, shabak,
All right.
shabak.
That sounded fire with the echo.
You feel me? All right, man. All right. So this is about my first Hokape ever. Ever.
Run it.
And I can't really call it a Hokape because I thought I was in love.
Okay.
I was in 9th grade and I was fresh from, I went to 3 middle schools in junior high. So I went to Princeton, Fairfield, and Winton Woods, all in 7th, 8th grade years. Went back to Princeton for the 8th grade year, then left and went back to Winton Woods, then went to Fairfield. Shit crazy, man. Can't make it up. Anyway, so parents ended up moving to Westchester. It was my freshman year, so it was like 2001. Wasn't too far off from when 9/11 had happened. All that happened that same year. This is the first time I'm seeing cows outside the windows of the school. I'm like, this is a different place. Like, this is way different from what I was used to.
Damn, which one was that?
This was the freshman school in Lakota. It was back when they had all the freshmen on Tylersville Road back in the day. It was my first experience out in, Westchester. Like Winton Woods was different. Like Forest Park was definitely different. But shit, like we was in the H when we lived there. They was still having like different gangs back in them times, right? Like even though I used to look at Forest Park people like rich for real. Like y'all got gangs? Like what? Anyways, I ain't take them serious back then. Then they got serious after a while because everybody started moving to Forest Park. But anyways, in that time when I'm like 6th, 7th, 8th grade, Forest Park to me was like, okay, this is a nice suburban where black people live, right? And then Fairfield was like a little different. All the black people at Fairfield lived in apartments, and then all the white people in Fairfield had houses. It was just like that, right? Most all the black kids from Fairfield had moved from different places like Winton Terrace, Lincoln Heights, or any other type of hood. Kind of the same thing in Westchester. Like there was a hood in Westchester. Where did we move to when we first moved there? Now it's like the little Mexico now, like to this day, like now it's little Mexico over there. But everybody was getting to Section 8, moving out to Westchester, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, this was like my first exposure to Westchester. And growing up in Cincinnati, Westchester was like, oh shit, you live in Westchester, right? Like it just had that like thing behind it. So I'm up there, man. I'm in Spanish class and I see the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my entire life. Because in Westchester, a lot of people was moving from everywhere. You know what I mean? She was from Chicago. Most of the kids in Westchester was from other places. A lot of the black girls that were at the school at the time, it came from other places. They parents was working for GE. These nice companies. I'm seeing big-ass houses for the first time, 3-car garages and all types of stuff like that. So I'm thinking like I made it in 9th grade. I'm done. I ain't got to do nothing else. Right. I made it to Westchester. So that's kind of how my attitude was for real. And I met this girl, man, and she turned around. I'm in Spanish class. She had like these hazel brown eyes, this long ass hair that I ain't never seen. It was real. Okay. Before that, all I saw was like the weave. You know what I mean? Like I ain't really seen a black girl with long ass hair like that. I was just like astonished. And she was like mixed. Like, she was mixed. And she was just bad, man. She turned around, all her teeth was like perfect straight. Like she had a real body like a grown ass woman. That was like some of the first things I noticed when we went to Westchester. Like you could tell they got money because like even the kids was just dressing more mature early, right? I'm looking like these is grown ass women, but she my age. Like it was a different experience. So instantly I'm in love with her. You know what I mean? We go the distance, bro. We start You know, first time she brought me to her crib. I'm over there. She like, come on upstairs, come into to my room. I'm looking around like, huh? I'm allowed in your room? Like, she's like, yeah, let's go in there. You know, I'm a little badass kid, so I'm like, we about to do our little freak. You know, used to get in your underwear and rub against each other. That's what I was planning. I was like, man, you about to have me come. We about to freak. Like, you know, that's what you used to call it back in the day. Like, I couldn't wait to get over there to freak.
Like, yo.
Man, we used to freak every day after school. And then one day I'm like, yo, you want to try for real? Like, she's like, no, you know. So we kept freaking for a while. Then one day she was like, you should come over, you know, for watch a movie. I'm like, your parents gonna be there? She's like, no, my parents going out of town. They don't care. See, we used to get away with shit because now they got Ring cameras and shit, bro.
Boy,
like back then, you know, they call, you just answer like, yeah, I'm good. Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
turned all the lights off. Okay, bye. And get back to business and they don't know what's going on. So anyways, we over at the crib, man. We getting freaky. We watching 13 Ghosts, man.
That's a good ass movie.
Took her virginity to 13 Ghosts, you know what I mean? She was a little scared, pulled her closer. It's like, it's about time we try to do the real thing besides the freaking. You know what I mean? She went with it. Anyways, we fall in love. So she's beautiful, she's mine. And I mean, bro, she ended up getting pregnant, all types of shit, bro.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Her mom choked me in the back of the Eddie Bauer expedition one time. It got crazy. This is all by sophomore year.
Yo, what?
It got to the point her parents was like, yeah, you ain't allowed around her. Like, but she kept wanting to come around me. Like, so she adopted, just the backstep. Both of her parents was white. She attracted to a nigga. Like, I'm a nigga at that time. And she she loved me. I love her, man. We was Romeo and Juliet. They used to call us Jay and Beyonce at Lakota. Like, they used to look at us like, damn, y'all just fine together. Like, we just took it in, soaked it all up. Like, we was in love. You couldn't tear us apart. So one day she called me like, I miss you. I'm like, I miss you too. You know, it got so bad, they told the school securities, like, yeah, they're not allowed to be around each other.
Damn.
Like, yeah, it was wild. So, you know, her parents had pool and shit. They didn't want me to get her daughter pregnant or whatever. But anyways, so we, one day, she's like, I miss you. I was like, you trying to run away to Florida with me? Like, she was like, yes, I'll go anywhere with you. I'm like, let's go then. She had a car. I ain't had no car either. I was like, we're going to drive to Florida. Man, went and picked her up. We planned it all. Like, all right, when we get to school, I'm going to come out to the car. We ain't even going to go to our homeroom bell. Like, I'm just come out. We just going to drive to Florida. Like, bet. So, like, we ain't had no money.
I got so many questions.
Yeah. So we got we go to her bank account. She's like, I got money. I was like, all right, let's go. Like, went to her bank account. That motherfucker, mind you, she's 16 years old. Her bank account said $43,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow,
like,
never mind.
she's
Y'all
like,
good?
nigga, she said, how much you want to take out? I was like, I don't know, take out 1,000. It's 2001. 1,000 was going to get us somewhere, you
Man.
feel me? So I just knew she had access. So I was like, fuck it, we get 1,000 going to get us there, but we know we got backup. Like, we planned the whole thing. We going to get down there and find us apartment and everything. But the problem is, the only place I knew how to drive to without a map was Gatlinburg. So I just thought it was easy, just like go south, right? Like, I'm like, we gonna run into Florida. Like, if not, it's the ocean, or you know what I mean? We gonna run into Florida, nigga. This before we had MapQuest, that's it, but we ain't had no time to print out no map. Like, we just had to go read the signs on the way. It's 2001. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no GPS on the phone. So we get going, like, I see the exit. It's like, what's that exit when you going, you get into Tennessee, and you got to go to, it's like Asheville or something. Like, it's something crazy. I remember.
Knoxville.
Something like that. Like, I'm like, all right, I know this route. So we get to Gatlinburg. Like, we pull into like downtown old Gatlinburg where the TGI Fridays is. We get there probably at like 11 at night. We pull in. We try to go into get a hotel. But mind you, you got to be 18, nigga. Like, she's 16. I'm 15. You can't get a hotel room. So I'm like, all right. We go talk to the manager. Manager was like, yeah. He was like, how old are y'all? I was like, he's like, all right, well, just come back after my manager leave. He's like, all right, bet. So we go to TGI Fridays, pull out the stack, and they're big balling, buy us everything we want at TGI Fridays. Like, we about to get us a little apartment. We had to wait till midnight. We get done eating, it's like 11:45. We go back to the car. We waiting to 12. What any other young people do when they in the car and waiting?
Fuck.
We had sex in the back seat, so we get the fucking like, boom, boom, boom. Next thing I hear is a knock on the window, like,
Damn.
like, do, 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 do. My eyes open up. I'm having the best pussy ever because I'm like, I found my Bonnie. Like, we going all the way. Like,
Right.
this the one for me. Man, it's lights everywhere. I open my eyes, red and blues everywhere, bruh. So I'm like, damn. Like, there's like, knock on it, was like, put your clothes on. Like, got on, like, I'm instant out the car, like, oh, sorry, sir, we was just cuddling. Like, he was like, you cuddling with your pants down? Like, I was like, he was like, I don't care about that. He's like, how old are y'all? He just went straight to it. I'm like, man. Instantly I felt like the dude at the hotel snitched on us. Like, he's like, how old are y'all? Like, told him. He's like, all right, well, he's like, here, sit in the car. He's like, let me see your IDs, da-da-da. Like, we was clean, so we thinking like, all right, we just get something for fucking. But at that age, I don't even know. I thought maybe you going to prison for fucking in the parking lot. So I'm in there nervous, she nervous. Like, we just chilling, whatever. Mind you, I've been driving the whole time, but this time I'm in the passenger, like, because I ain't got no license, nigga. So I'm in there, I'm chilling. They come back, they was like, hey, they was like, we got to take her into custody. I was like, I'm instantly like, thinking that's my girl. I'm like, nah, hell nah, take me. They was like, no, her parents reported her missing. You know what I'm saying? But they was like, we can't find none on you. We waiting for yours to come back, whatever. You know, they just talking to us regular. They ain't being mean or nothing. It's like, but we got to take her to jail until her parents come get her. So I'm like, nah, we stand together. Like, take me to jail, da-da-da. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I was an asshole back in the day. So on the inside, I'm really like, I hope they don't take me too. Like, but I'm doing all this with her. Like, man, if you listening right now, I still love you, baby. My dog, but at the same time, I was young and, you know what I mean, dumb. So I'm sitting there praying to God, like, don't take me, man. It was like, yeah, there's nothing for him. So then I felt a little sad, like, damn, why my parents ain't report me missing? Like, I was like, wait, Saudi, like, it was like, yeah, we ain't got nothing. And I guess the sergeant was like, well, call his mom. They was like, what's your mom's number? Like, so I'm kind of like hoping they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, well, I'm all free. So anyways, wait, there's the detail. So I fill my pockets, like, man, like, I got all the money on me, and I got the car keys. Like, that was like, they was talking, like, where they gonna look? Like, we just let them go. Like, you just wait. Like, they was like, well, we can tell you where the police station is. So now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm salty that my parents ain't put me as missing. I'm a little hurt, but at the same time, like, shit, I got all this cash on me and a whip. I'm about to just have a little good time until she get out or something. I ain't know what's about to happen. Like, so I'm sitting there. They was like, yeah, just call his mom. Like, what's your mom's number? They call, like, mind you, now about this time, it's like 12:15 at night. Like, so you hear the little ring through his phone, little cell phone. It's like, ring. You just hear on the other end, like, he's like, hello, ma'am. This is, officer from Seaverville, da-da-da-da-da. She was like, he was like, yes, ma'am, Seaverville County in Tennessee. He's like, yes, ma'am. We got your son here. I can't hear, but I'm just listening and like, he's like, yes, ma'am. We in Seaverville County. He's like, yes, ma'am. It's Tennessee. he's like, yes, ma'am. Tennessee, Kentucky. Yeah. Tennessee, Kentucky. I'm sitting there nervous, like, now my mom pissed. I can hear it through the phone, like, she ain't gonna never come get me, like, so she's like, yes, ma'am, well, we found him and da-da-da-da. She's like, it just continues over and over, bruh. I'm sitting there just hearing, I don't even know what she really saying, but I know what she's saying, so I'm sitting there, like, just falling down. They was like, yeah, well, she was reported missing, but Isaiah, we don't know what to do with him. Like, we can take him to jail. You just have to come get him. Or he has a car, he has money, like, he can drive home, but we got to wait till her parents get down there or whatnot.
So they don't know it's her car at this point?
Yeah, I mean, they know it's their car, but they ain't about to take it. I don't know what, they was just, you know what I mean? They can't take me. So they was like, we got to let him do whatever because we can't take him. Like, it's illegal to go take a kid to jail, like, cause you not allowed to be in Gatlinburg, Tennessee underage. But I'm just looking at it like that, I guess. So anyway, so she, he's like, yeah, we could take him. So I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. At this point, I'm like, I'm cool now. I'm like, man, fucking, I ain't going. I got the car. I'm about to go have a little fun. And I just hear another one. He was like, yes, ma'am. He was like, okay. I'm like, what the fuck she say? He was like, click. He started pulling out his handcuffs like, yeah, his mom said lock him up. So we get locked up. We get took in the same jail We in the holding cell. Like, so we acting like we Bonnie and Clyde. Like, we over there. Like, baby, I miss you. I was like, hey, when your parents get here, make sure they take me too, baby. Like, cause I knew my mom and dad would come. I'm banging. I love you. So all night we like singing songs together. We in different holding cells, but right next to each other. Like, but then it get late, we fall asleep. So I go to sleep. I wake up. Hey, baby, I love you. Like, Baby, I love you. And then I hit the intercom. I'm like, me, me, me. They was like, what, Mr. Campbell? I'm like, hey, where my girl at? It was like, I don't know. She got took back. Like, I'm like, all right, when y'all gonna take me back? And it's like, hold on. You gonna go back next? I'm like, all right, chilling. I'm like, I'm like, when y'all gonna take me? And where my girl at? It was like, her parents came and got her 3 hours ago.
Damn.
Man, I was in Sevierville County jail, juvenile jail for 2 weeks, nigga. I was teaching the white boys how to play spades. We was in there playing spades, nigga, chess. That was crazy. They was all like, they was asking me like, where you from, brother? I'm like, from Cincinnati. Where is that at? I'm talking about, I'm in the middle of the mountains, locked up in the county juvenile jail.
That's crazy.
In the mountains, nigga.
That's wild as it. So
Last story.
rewind back to you getting her pregnant.
Oh yeah, man.
Right, wow.
Wildin', bro. Shit, you nutting a girl that get pregnant, nigga.
So y'all was fucking raw in high school?
Yeah, her. That was my love.
Nigga, I was
That was
so
my
scared.
love. I was too, but that was like I said, that was my. I was like, she was a virgin too. Like I was like, what's your virgin? Like I think we tried with a condom, but you can't fit no condom dick into a virgin pussy, bro. It just ain't gonna happen. So we had to work it in. Nigga, hey, and look, just to tell you though, it took like the entire movie for me to get it in. If you want to hear about the sex, like, you know what I mean? It was just
I
like,
don't
it
wanna hear
took,
about no kid
it
sex,
took,
nigga.
it took forever to like have sex. Like so a condom was not happening at the time. Anyway, and we was having sex like every day. We was fucking like rabbits, nigga. Like I don't know, when you first lose your virginity or you get your first little girl you smashing, like you like rabbits over and over and over. So we was just fucking, bro. Like
I'm like that right now. What the fuck?
Then she got pregnant. Like I remember I was at home. And I was in my room, and then like the phone rang, whatever. Like, well, actually, she didn't go to school that day. We had a little no kids, so we was in touch. You know what I mean? Like we was texting, and then she didn't come to school, and she went like we always talking. I was a little worried, like, oh damn, where's she at? Like, you know what I mean? And next thing I know, like I'm at home. It's probably like 7 o'clock at night. I'm studying or something, doing my homework. I'm on my bed. Phone ring. My mom on the phone. Once again, all you hear is I get the big ears. She's like, yeah, upstairs. Come upstairs. I'm like, what? She was like, this is Lindsay. I'm like, that's my girl. Shout out to her. Anyways, so she was like, this her. She was like, this. Get on the phone. She was like, hi, Isaiah. I was like, hey, baby, how are you? You okay? I miss you, baby. She's like, I miss you too. You hear her mom, tell him the news.
No, fuck.
It was crazy, man. I'm sorry for breaking up them good people's household like that, man. You know,
That's tough. Shout
I ended
out
up
to y'all.
getting choked too. All right, mama. So yeah, we went through it.
You ready, B?
Oh, that's a good choice, my boy.
Freestyle, nigga. DJ such and such.
Let's go.
Me, young.
Welcome to the greatest podcast on God's green earth. Player Circle Bible Study Class, the #1 podcast in the entire universe. Welcome. Shout out to you if you got your ride or die. You feel me? If you got your Bonnie to your Clyde, shout out to you.
I'm a roller. How they gonna stop both us?
Whatever she lacks, I'm right over her shoulder. When I'm off track, mommy is keeping me focused. So let's lock this down like it's supposed to be. The 03, Bonnie and Clyde,
Hov and B.
Holla, all I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend, me and my girlfriend.
Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend.
That's right, all I need in this life is sin. It's me and my girlfriend, me and my girlfriend.
Down the ride to the very end. It's me and my boyfriend.
I just had to throw that in there for you, bruh. Pause.
Appreciate it.
Turn this big night up, goddamn. What going on?
Ain't nah. Oh, make sure you sharing everywhere. Make sure you hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere we at. Share it, hop in the DM, holla at us.
You know the boy futuristic aim. My work can make the J's do the jump, man, can't you got to know this the remix right here. Grand hustle, baby, it's the kings right here. You got to know we got sloppy. Don't I love my vegetables?
Extra cheese and broccoli.
Don't young lady like to kick it like karate? Don't I be with J Money
Serving everybody.
Ain't we in the Magic City throwing up the pride? Ain't me and Tip taking off like a ride? Ain't my money long. Ain't I still putting on. Ain't I smoking strong? Ain't I putting on? Ain't I rocking yays? Ain't my money long?
We did talk about this because Dro slid on this hoe.
So big, I'm at the tip top, ain't I? Choppers in the trunk will make you do the Macarena. Pull up to the floor, yeah, motherfucker, ain't I? All black, cool, I can buy it, bitch, can't I? Remix, Young LA and T.I., this a banger. Throw you on that thing, you don't hear me trick, ain't I? Big roll rusties, and I got them nauseous. We be in Ferraris, the
Cars with the horses.
Ride down there.
I started below minus the wind chill.
And I'm packing chrome, and I'm blowing strong. Ain't I got it going on,
Young Dro.
Ain't I smoking strong? Ain't I putting on?
Gotta say that. Y'all know what time it is. Time for Ain't That Such and Such Artist of the Week. We got a return artist. Cincinnati's own Skylar Black. She just dropped a new song called Major League. So we're gonna show some more love. The fuck? Didn't it sound like the same song?
That do sound like the same song.
I thought it was mixing in.
Nigga, I'm ballin' shit. Whatever you niggas want, nigga, I'm ballin'.
Hey, perfect.
Right. I should have mixed that bitch, dude. I guess I should have listened to the song more.
I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin' shit. Whatever you niggas want, call it shit. I'm ballin'. I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin' shit. Whatever you niggas want, call it. I'm in that AMG. I made some G's before I learned my ABCs. Fuck it, I'm putting it in they face. The shit they hate to see. Before I made this little whole stay, you know I paid the lead. Nigga be somewhere trying to compare whenever they can't compete. I'm in that GLE, swerving, I'm getting round A to Z. Niggas been serving that white girl, I'm talking about K to B. Thermal stones on white girls, they know it's made with C.
I fuck with her,
I don't wanna
bro.
seem like a hype girl, but I'm in the major league. I'm in the major league. Get out my business, get out my. We ain't no bitches, but Brody them come through switching. I'm on that PJ, but I don't even know why I'm tripping.
He said we ain't no. That's
Bitch
crazy.
can tell I'm already gifted. Come on, nigga, what's happening? Hey man, what's happening? Nigga, what's happening? What up? I know about rabbits, carousels in my paddock. I know these rappers rap, but they ain't even in my bracket. They know what's happen. I ain't never did no capping. Shit, I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin' shit. Whatever you niggas want, call it shit. I'm ballin'. Yeah, I'm ballin'. Nigga, I'm ballin' shit. Whatever you niggas want, call it.
Gotta say that. Cincinnati's own Skylar Black. Make sure y'all follow on Instagram at Skylar Black. That song is called Major League. It just dropped out there, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
You know her pocket for sure.
Oh, yeah. You already know what time it is. No Name is A. We gonna rap. Gotta say that. But with that being said, I go by the world famous DJ Such and Such. I got my nigga No Name here. I got my nigga Zay here. And when they here, you know the bars is here. Gotta say that. Damn.
Many do say in the CUP. I'm just gonna go off the TOP. That's a hard-headed nigga with the seal like I'm a hard-headed nigga. That's a NFL seal. I'm an African with spears and a seal. I'ma come through the field with a seal. and you can't hit me. Nigga, I go swore crazy like Wayne Gretzky. That's the 9 with the 1. Got the 9, I'm the 1, and the 9 go. That's your body on the ground and the leaking on the sound. That's a first 48 like. Hear the door knock. I'ma come through with the 4-5 and no docks. And you know I'm gon' park on the old locks. And you know it's hotter on the old blocks.
Sign, seal, deliver. Yeah, I'm delivered. Came straight to the church top and still delivered. Straight to his liver. Yeah, he ain't living. Took him back to the church. Now he with the non-living, non-giving. On the side like Livingston. Shoot up 3 points. Yeah, I'm living in Steph Curry, Chef Curry on the 1s and 2s. In the pot, what's the snot? Hope you snooze. Back again, put my finger across my nose one time. They caught out back of the club, hit him with the one time. I'm like, I ain't say no words, can't get me caught in Rico. Cause you know I was on the floor while them girls freako. I'm on the bottom of the top with the picos. And she like to give me that peekaboo with Frico. And I like what she wearing, got her in some free clothes. Brought her friend over and they went in some picos.
Getting chased by Interpol, cause I hit the Euro step like you know below. And I came through with the 9, cut the colio. And I had a snap with the pack like a Novio.
Snap with the pack, you know, a rap snack. Cause she wanna come back and eat me like I'm a... Yeah, eat me like it's lack, eat me like it's on a pack. But you know what I'ma do? I'ma make it go pat, pat, pat.
Pat, pat like Mad Lack. And I had her come through stack like Mad Stacks. And I had a bad bitch look like Cat Stacks. And she got the throat go like Pat, pat.
Bought all the bottles in the club, but I'm ghost at truth. Niggas looking at me like, can we come through? Ain't no room in the booth. And I came with booth. Smoking was the booth, and she got that booth.
And I'm mad with it, got mad started like St. Patrick it. And I came through green like St. Patrick.
Yeah, I ain't got no hat trick. Nah, but she can bounce it on a mattress.
Gotta say that.
Double
About
Dutch.
as pretty as an actress.
With the double Dutch.
You already know what the fuck going on. No Name is Zay with the bars. With that being said, I got my nigga Zay here.
Y'all.
I got my nigga No Name here. And when they hear it, you know the bars is here. Gotta say that.
Welcome all to the living testimony of some real player shit and some things not so player. But that's why we're here. A safe place for men to congregate and say how we feel. Not always right, but who's to say we're wrong? Put down ye stones and judge ye not. Women, you're always welcome. We adore you. And maybe what we'll be talking about may be educational or not educational to you. But feel free to Zelle in, chime in, Cash App in, any way you want to get in, long as it's all in. Just remember to enter these gates with praise, because if you just plain old toxic, we do reserve the right to rebuke you.
Goodbye.
Remember, brethren and sisters, these streets are really on demon time. And well, we're just trying to lessen that temptation a little bit so you don't get played by a little bit. Remember, break bread with us. Make sure you grab your favorite communion juice no matter where you at. We got the deacon board here. We got G in the circle.
Downtown G Brown, a.k.a. DJ such and such, a.k.a. Mr. Gotta Say That, a.k.a. Gianni BTV, a.k.a. I ain't got nothing today.
We got No Name J in the circle.
When the door is open, how do you know the door is closed?
And we got me in the circle, Infinitely Zay. And this is the Player Circle Bible Study class. Class is now in session.
And just know when the camera's cut and we say that's it, we still gonna be on some player shit. Gotta say that, my boy. You heard?
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's another pack. Loud pack of that PCBS, you know what I'm saying? Player Circle Bible Study class stuff. Another Sacred Monday here.
For sure.
We got our friends and shit, people listening, you know what I'm saying?
What up,
boys,
y'all?
we got drinks. We've been getting tipsy. We've been TikToking a little bit.
Little TikTok.
To AutoZone, listen to some R&B, all types of shit all on a Monday.
That was a random ass mission we just went on.
How y'all been, though? How you been? How y'all been?
Been good, Brody. You know what I'm saying?
Look good. Let me say that, man. My brothers look good.
You look good, too, bro.
Y'all look healthy, you feel me? Everybody smiled today, you feel me? So it's good to see y'all, but how y'all doing?
I jumped out on the wild side today. I ate some cereal, so.
What that mean? What you mean?
Nigga, lactose like a bitch. That shit was good as hell, though.
You know they got the lactose milk, bro. I know it don't hit the same.
I was like, go hard or go home, man.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
What kind of cereal was it?
Frosted Flakes, for sure.
Lovely classic. You ain't have that on a Saturday before, bro.
Frosted Flakes.
The milk after would be good, too, so.
Yeah.
That's it? That's all your Monday was? Frosted Flakes?
Yeah, I watched a bunch of documentaries.
What'd you watch?
I watched a 9/11 documentary.
It's crazy. We was just talking about 9/11.
Was we?
Yeah, that's when I was a freshman.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Yep.
It was actually pretty good. I watched, y'all hip to Trap Lord Ross? Mm-mm. So he you heard of him?
Sounds familiar, but
he do like documentaries about like street shit.
Oh yeah.
But he like a white dude from like I don't think he's from America, but he be doing like he did like King Von, like they saying he was a serial killer and shit, and they was like this should be like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. I seen the reels.
Yeah,
yeah.
So I've been on that kind of kick these last couple of days. So I watched the one about Mo 3. And
I was about to ask about Beezy.
Yeah, Mo 3 and Yellow Beezy. But I had already seen that one before. Like that came out some years ago.
So what happened? I'm curious.
He go into hella detail. Like basically Mo 3 shot at Yellow Beezy. Yellow Beezy basically got Mo 3 killed. But y'all ain't hear that here because we don't know allegedly. You know what I'm saying? When we put our podcast on no shit, bro. Nah, I watched that.
You mean Yellow Beezy had Mo 3 killed? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. I was about to say, damn.
Because he just got, didn't he just get arrested for it, right?
Yeah, Beezy.
Yeah. But I watched that. Then I watched, a lot of this shit was watching me, honestly. Because I be in and out of sleep. I took about 3 naps today.
Okay.
Feeling good.
Cat napped up.
Yeah. And then he got one about Young Thug in the trial. So I was watching that. Then I ain't do shit else. And that's an amazing day. Amazing.
How about you, No Name? What's up, bro?
Man, Don, just been chilling, man. Yeah, just been chilling, man. Finally took down something I've been hunting on.
Oh my God.
Shout out to you, my friend.
Man.
Went straight to the whole capades.
Man. Them be the moments. I got one ding donging me right now. Pause. You know what I mean?
Hold on, what?
Hey, yo.
Well, yeah. Hey, she ding donging you, bro?
Who is it? Big Frida?
Oh my God, bro.
All right, we gonna go there. We gotta be, you know that shit.
Hey, he said it though, because now you think about the ding dongs. Ain't them no chocolate ones with the cream in the middle? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So she ding donging you. Go ahead.
Yeah,
continue, nigga.
Ding dong, ring along, ring a ding along. No. And I just been chilling, man.
What do you mean by ding donging you though?
Just ringing the line, bro. Like,
okay.
Ring dong, ding ding a ding a ding.
You making it worse, bro.
Yeah.
But anyways, not for real, on some real shit. Just been chilling, man, grinding. Just trying to find a way to, be rich. You feel me?
Say that. Don DeMarco.
So, just been chilling, grinding. Ready to make some moves this year, man. This is a big year.
2025.
2025. It's the quarter century mark of the new millennium, bro.
That's crazy.
Ain't that something? We 25 years in. I remember the Y2K bug.
Facts.
It's gonna be crazy because like the kids in like year. Is it gonna be 3,000? Yeah.
Yeah, next millennium.
Yeah. Year 3,000. Like, how are you? 2,000. We was looking at niggas from 1920s. Like, damn, them niggas was out there like.
Yeah, them niggas was talking on boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think we came a long way from there though. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, how you doing, nigga?
I'm good, man. My work this week was on Worthiness, so every week I'm trying to just.
It was say that again.
Worthiness.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So every week I'm trying to just, work on something throughout the week that I can bring to the pod as well. Okay, so this week was Worthiness, man. Just thinking about all the things that I want to see happen in 2025.
Yeah.
All the connections.
Yeah.
All the business deals, everything like that. Yeah. And it's like the biggest component of all that is, am I worthy of it? I think that's the where most people be failing at, just getting what they want. It's not that you can't have it. It's not that you ain't got the tools to get it. Yeah. It ain't that you ain't got the skills, but sometimes it just comes down to, you even feel worthy to have it. Like, are you worthy of $1 billion? You know what I'm saying? Are you worthy of this contract? Right? Like, I mean, if LeBron went to the Lakers and he just did not perform, like, the city would be looking at him like he's not even worthy to wear a Lakers jersey. So, you know, but he is, though. You know, he came in there, he proved himself. He go to work on himself every day to make himself better at his craft and everything that he's doing. So that's how you get that worthiness. So for me, I just been working on worthiness, working on my, once again, that go into my my thinking and how, you know, my own internal my internal discussions, right? Just being the stronger voice, the more positive voice in my mind as I do things, just knowing that I'm worthy. So, but I want to, later in the pod, we'll get into a conversation about worthiness and, you know, be a little bit more interactive and, you know, I just want to just strengthen everybody, you feel me? Like, because we are worthy, right? We are, you know, all the hard work. So if tomorrow we got $100 million deal, you know what I mean? Would we feel worthy? I'd say yes. I'd feel like we are worthy of that money just because of the work that we put in, you know, just because of the consistency that we put in. Are we worthy of that $100 million, right? So, you know, we'll get into it. We're going to build our worthiness and then just have a discussion on worthiness today. What's going on in sports? Let's start with sports, though. What we got going on?
Man, ain't a damn thing, man.
Nah, Bronny scored 17, bro. He went crazy.
Nah, that's shout out to Bronny though. But
Fox, yeah, he balled out.
Huh?
Well, I said he balled out, but yeah. Well.
I mean,
hey man, look.
I think he proved a lot to a lot of people who just thought he was just a bum ass nigga. Yeah, and like people wasn't giving him credit because the starters weren't playing and shit, but they started.
They were, yeah, they were.
So. That's what really mattered, nigga.
You scored 17 without your starter.
Yeah. That mean you had to do extra work. So
for sure.
Yeah, he was cooking.
It looked like he was facilitating a lot too.
Yeah. What did he have, like 5 assists or some shit? 17 points, 5 assists. Yeah. He cooked.
Shout out to the James.
Oh shit, March Madness. Y'all been keeping up?
Nah, no. What's going on?
That shit been crazy.
Yeah,
did UConn win? Nah, they lost to Florida.
Okay. Yep, it was close as hell too.
Goes my money.
But I had Florida in the finals in the championship. So I'm like, I hope these niggas don't lose. So I'm in my bracket. I'm in third place in my bracket. But the only 2 niggas above me, got Florida, and I got Duke. So if Duke win, then
it's a good upset too.
Yeah, but Duke, they look like the best team, bro. Like I was watching them niggas play. I was like, bro, they got some dogs on it. Outside of Cooper Flag.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, like outside of him, like they got this African nigga. You might know it. So nah. But nah, he like 7 feet, bro. But he can dribble. He
been balling.
Yeah, he was cooking. So I feel good about
the other white dude too, Knipple.
Yep.
Yeah, shooter.
And, the Proctor nigga,
Proctor.
The little light skinned nigga, yeah, he cooking. So hopefully they, you know what I mean, pull it out so I can win my bracket. I actually won last year, so I didn't think they was going to invite me back. But yeah, so but March ain't nothing better than March Madness, bro. Like this shit,
be balling.
It's basketball like 4 days straight, like all day, and it's meaningful games. Like
I feel like the men's tournament turned up this year for sure.
Yeah.
Last year was about the women's tournament, but the men's tournament for sure this year.
They knew they had to turn up.
I seen my nigga T. Higgins and Jamar Chase out there balling out, making vlogs and shit. I don't know how I feel about that though, bro. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Like I said when I saw them niggas at Paris Fashion Week.
Literally.
Nah, but I don't think so. I think this is a good sign.
But you giving motherfuckers a chance. Why they out there driving so fast? Like, come on, bro. Like, I just want you to get away from that period. Like, niggas already hating.
Good vibrations.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
But
good
they feeling good. They coming into the season feeling good.
Yeah, and that's definitely a good thing.
That's the big
I
thing.
think we talked about that last week.
Everybody paid, you know what I mean? So we just got to get trade taken care of, and then
Yep.
get a good draft on the defensive side, we gonna be good, bro.
Yep. And that's it. And y'all know that what Serena Williams did, bro.
What
What
happened?
she do?
See walking at the damn Super Bowl for no damn reason, bro.
This nigga want to keep
I never
bringing
let
it
that
up,
go.
bro.
All right, y'all. All right.
Never. Never.
Anyways.
Shout out to fucking Venus, nigga. She would never do no shit like that.
Hey,
She would never.
did y'all hear about the OnlyFans model that was charged with murder, allegedly filmed content while $11,000 client suffocated with bag, tape, and saran wrap around their head?
I heard about it.
Bro, before we get into that, I gotta, I block shit out. Like, when you be bringing up the topic, so I gotta get better at, looking at shit. Like, I literally be seeing shit and just be like, whatever, bro, whatever. But I did see that. I ain't really getting no details.
So the way, when I get topics, I just, man, like today I was behind for real. Like throughout the week, I just copy and paste the story because it's easier just to screenshot it because I might be driving when something come up, or
You ain't supposed to be on your phone with
you know, well, I'm just saying that's when something come up. If I'm driving, I just be like, "Hey Siri, note this" or whatever. I had to say that low so she don't. But you know, she's like,
What? What kind of
that's what
Siri
she
you
said.
got?
Yeah, she was like, What's that? I'll be like, oh.
You got the XNXX Siri.
But she was like, anyways, yeah. So I'm, you know, if I'm driving, I might just, you know, put the notes in that way. Or if I'm scrolling on Instagram, if I see something, I just screenshot it. So, I mean, that's the easiest way I would do it. If you just see something, just screenshot it. But anyway, so allegedly, so I screenshot the story. She said that she was charged with murder following the death of Michael Dale, a 56-year-old client, during a fetish session in April 2023. Dale paid, I don't even know how to say her last name, $11,000 to perform BDSM acts at his home. So, but I don't, I mean,
But
should she be charged with murder? Yeah, that's my question. Like, I don't think she should be charged with murder. I don't know. I mean, you know, the law be a little weird though too. So.
Yeah.
Said that she called 911 and attempted CPR, so she tried to bring the nigga back. I don't know. I don't think that's her fault. I think that's that nigga fault.
They just needed a better what's it called, safety word.
Yeah,
But
pineapples wouldn't work.
if you suffocated, you probably couldn't talk in the first place.
Oh yeah.
Better snap, nigga.
Y'all seen on Booty Call when they was like,
That's crazy though. Like,
but why? What kind of fetish is that? Like, what the fuck? You want to be a mummy, nigga?
bruh.
Niggas is
Shorty
weird.
told me, I've never seen it, but she was like, yeah, niggas like just being humiliated, like put on heels and just stump they balls.
That just made my stomach immediately.
Yeah, I was like, what? She was like, yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
pay good money just to put on heels and stump niggas' balls. You stumping on my balls though. You ever been kicked in the balls, bro?
Not,
I
hit.
have.
not
I've been kicked in
purposely.
the balls.
Hitting the balls, not like purposely kicked in the
I
balls.
got kicked in the balls one time.
That's the
Like
worst.
purposely, like they kicked you on purpose.
Nigga, I'll never forget. I was at Heritage Hill Elementary, walking home, and this ugly girl, man. I used to hate her. She, you know, the funny built, like grew from Despicable Me types. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. I want to be talking the most, bro. Like hair always like in a little ponytail. She looked like that little WB mascot. Y'all remember that little motherfucker?
The frog?
Yeah, but fat. And I remember she was just talking shit, bro. And I just called her a bitch. Like I was like, bitch. She was like, what did you say? She came over and I said, bitch. She said, kicked me in my balls, bro. I rolled down the longest hill I ever rode in my life, bro. Nigga, I dropped everything. All I can remember was like, man, why I feel like my balls in my chest? Like I was just rolling. I got to the bottom of the hill. I looked at her and she was at the top, like, Walked away like,
Nigga in the cartoon world.
Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah, bro. She was like, yeah. Like I'm sitting there like, I get back up. I'm like, man, fuck it. I had to go up that long ass hill. I walked all the way home. Just like, I get home. My mom was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, some girl kicked me in my balls. She was like, what you say? Never mind. But yeah, that was a horrible experience.
That's why they left your ass in Indiana, bro.
Right, he was a bad kid. I was a badass kid.
Yeah, I was a bad kid. Like a hella bad kid stories.
I was the worst.
I remember one time, bro, I was in the 4th grade, and this when I went to St. Francis, And like I was always short, like when I was like younger. And I remember it was this girl, her name was I ain't gonna say her name. But she was like really short. Like, and then there was this dude in our class. This nigga, I ain't gonna say his name either, but he was tall. I don't know if he like was older than us or what, but he was in our class. I gotta say their names.
Say their names, nigga.
All right. So
Everybody gonna know them.
Yeah, so we was at lunch.
I don't mean it like that. I said it kind of was sad. Like,
Yeah,
nobody know them.
we was at lunch one day, and I was just like, I wasn't like go out and rob a store bad, but I was like mischievous bad. Like, so I remember, I don't even know why I knew what this meant in 4th grade, but I was like, she had said something about me. That's what it was. So it was this girl, her name was Fat Sierra.
That's crazy.
And this was right when that movie Jumanji came out.
Kids are harsh.
Nigga. And they was calling me Jumanji the whole day, bro.
Oh, Jumanji.
Bro, I swear,
crazy.
bro. Like to this day, my daddy still be calling me Jumanji because of that, bro.
Welcome to the jungle.
So I was like, that's why Latanya ain't got to get on her knees to suck John dick.
Whoa.
Hey, you said that in like class?
We was at lunch, bro.
You said it loud?
I said it to her. I said it was like a group.
No, I'm saying loud enough to where teachers heard it, or
and no teachers heard.
Slick.
But of course she started crying.
Damn.
And now the fucking principal, she came in the classroom, bro. And like she took me to the office. She was like, I heard you using foul language in my school. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I had just got in trouble about something like the day before, bro. And I'm like, bro, you cannot call my mama, bro. Mind you, she was like, so what is sucking dick? That's what she said. Mind you, it's like a Christian school. I was like, oh no.
Was she butch? She sound butch the way you said it.
Nah, she was old. She was like an old white lady. I don't know.
She might not know what sucking dick was, maybe.
Nah, she had to know, bro.
Yeah, she sucked dick.
She sucked a few dicks in her dick.
She wanted to suck your dick, pause.
Whoa.
Nah, I don't know. But for somehow,
no Diddy.
Somehow I like finessed my way and to not having her call my mom, and I was like,
oh, now okay, you're right. No
you let
name.
her suck your dick.
You're right. No name.
I beat her down in the 4th grade. What you mean?
He said I finessed her somehow. Yeah, we know how, nigga.
You know how, nigga.
Finessing the butch principle is crazy.
The punishment was I had to write her a letter, like apologizing. Mm-hmm. So I remember, like, mind y'all, my family big as hell. So like every day after school, we all would go to my grandma's house. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go write this letter in my aunt's bathroom, and then I'm gonna go just go about my day. So I wrote the letter, and like I put it in my book bag or something. So like my cousin Janae or Carissa then went in my book bag, took the letter out, then read it.
Oh my God,
bruh.
Don't say you said I'm sorry for saying sucking my dick.
I can't tell you what I said in the letter, but they was like, "Why you being so secretive?"
Hey yo.
But long story short, my parents still found out, bro.
Somebody snitched, bro. Who did? Carissa or who was it?
I think it was my grandma. Shout out to my granny.
She went in
Shout
there,
out to my granny, bro.
They definitely go in that bag, bro.
Yeah, but that's like when you younger, you be so naive to shit. You think you getting away with shit. You ain't getting away with nothing, bro. Yeah. That's why sometimes when people be telling me shit, I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like,
yeah. What was the baddest kid thing you did? I think the worst kid thing I did was when I stole my parents' van and crashing into Wentwood's.
Yeah, you was
stadium
bad as fuck,
offense.
nigga. You should have stayed in jail.
Nah, they was gonna let me go. That was crazy, bro. Shit, they shouldn't have had me out there with all them kids that had cars already. I was jealous.
I ain't never do nothing like I ain't never do nothing like that. Like I would just get in trouble for like. I remember when. Okay. So like y'all used to get whoopings, right?
Yeah.
Like
hella whooping,
bro. Like I used to get beat, bro.
For sure.
And I remember me and my sister was we was in Latchkey, bro.
What's that?
So Latchkey is like where the kids whose parents work late and shit. So it's basically like an after school program.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I was trying to snitch on my sister or something. And I was like told my mama or my daddy. And out of nowhere, Lily, fuck you for this, bro. She was like, he be cussing. I was like, what?
You do your own own people, bro. Be your own siblings.
See, and it caught me off guard. Like I was like,
your siblings are snitching.
bruh, my daddy was like,
My brother's still.
what you be saying? He was like, what you be saying? I was like, oh no, like, and then I was like, cause this was at St. Francis too. I was a menace at St. Francis. So we had this thing called the pit. So basically it was like, like our playground was a parking lot. Mm-hmm. So the pit was like, if you got your recess taken away, you had to stand on like the parking line.
They tortured y'all ass, goddamn.
I had them niggas at the concentration
like 10
camp.
niggas just standing on the parking line, like for the whole recess though. Like recess is like 30 minutes, so you can't do nothing. So I was like, oh no, like if I was on the pit and I got hit with a ball or something, I'll say like, oh shit or something. Like that, bro. That nigga beat my ass, and he was like. And he told me, I ain't gonna never forget. He was like, now you can go to school tomorrow and tell everybody you got your motherfucking ass beat.
Shout out to Pops, bro.
But yeah, I ain't never do
What's the baddest kid thing you ever did? No name.
Man, I was bad as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I got a couple. I used to like my brother. I ain't gonna say it was soft back then, but I used to fight because niggas used to talk to him. But I think the worst thing I did that got me held back a year in school. Well, I'll tell y'all 2 stories.
I thought you said you got held back 2 years. This nigga stupid. What's going on?
How bad you got to be to get held back? My teacher was trying to push me out.
1 year, the first year, I got held back in first grade, but I got held back in first grade because we used to catch the bus, right? And I was like a bully. You know what I mean? So I used to kick this like slow kid.
What?
Ankle.
Never mind.
His ankles under the seat. You know what I mean?
What?
I used to kick his ankles. But so if a little kid's mom came, you know what I mean, came to the school, she had pictures for like 2 months of the little nigga's ankles. So then there was
a bad kid too, brother.
Damn.
Welcome to the bad kids club.
And then he used to pee in the middle of school too, in the middle of class. And
he used to pee?
Yeah,
No problem. Don't laugh at that, bro.
It was first. So I used to, you know what I mean? I used to roast his ass, so I got suspended. So that was one thing. Then the second thing, it was like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Right before we came to Cincinnati. I was in like Northern Ohio in Kent.
I'm about to say, never mind.
And then, this one time, it was like the last day of school. Some nigga was like, me and some nigga was beefing hard. And then I just got like a brand new, like switchblade kind of knife.
Bro,
the fuck? Guy's crazy.
So,
hey, them African niggas different when they come to America. Y'all thought it was the Wild West over here. What they telling y'all about America before y'all come, bro?
It was the last day of school, and I was like, this nigga, you know, we was beefing again. I'm like, nigga, say some shit again. He was like, man, fuck you, dude. So I pulled out the knife, like, at recess.
Shut the fuck up.
And I'm like, nigga, I'll stab your ass. Then the nigga ran, like, so it was like a long ass distance, like, you know what I mean? Like, from like where we was beefing at and like the front of the school. So he cried and ran to the school. So I was debating, my dumb ass, like, I just got this knife too, you know what I mean? So I'm like, should I throw this shit over the fence? Or should I keep this bitch? And I'm like, damn, because I paid for it myself. So I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? So
First of all, who sold you a fucking knife, nigga? In the 4th grade. You can find they ass.
Crazy, bro.
But my dumb ass kept the shit. And then the teacher came like, let me see the knife. And I'm like, I showed her the knife. Like, I flicked it open too. And this was a come with me. And it was, like I said, it was a long ass distance. So I was crying all the way through the parking lot. But I was tough like at the first, but then I saw this little shorty that I was like really vibing with. And then I saw her, and then I just started breaking down like. So then I'm crying all the way through.
It was Cuba Gooding Jr.
So that was like, you know what I mean? My dad beat my ass.
Damn.
My dad, I think my mom picked me up. She beat my ass, and this is like, yo, dad about to be, you know what I mean, like, talking to me in our African language, like, your dad about to come, he about to beat your ass too. So then I was suspended for I was grounded for the whole summer.
You ain't get suspended?
It was the last day of school. They're like, we would have suspended you, but it's the last day of school.
Shit, in school I went to, you was getting expelled for bringing shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. They would, but they was like, it's the last day of school.
I would have just been like, I'm African. This is how we do shit where I'm from. Like,
for lunch.
he ain't know no better.
For my lunch.
Yeah, I would have been like, my bad. He don't know no better. Where we from? You know, that's what we do. We sorry. Like, you gotta, you know, it's lions on the way to school. Like,
that's
gotta have a knife on you.
That's the shit I got caught, but other shit that I ain't get caught for was, you know what I mean, was wild. But
yeah,
but I ain't never like. To me, that's. I guess I was just too scared. Like I was just like I would talk shit about people. Like I used to make people cry and shit, but. Yeah. Like I ain't never did no like niggas bringing guns to school and shit. I'm like,
I'm trying to think what's the worst thing.
Like the 7th grade, I remember, like, I was always smart, but I hated doing work. Like I hated doing schoolwork. Yeah. It's like I was literally like the late work king. Like I would have to get all my late work and do it. So it was like the 7th grade. It was right before we moved to California, and our teacher, like, she didn't grade. Like if you turned your work in, you just got a check mark. Like in her book, like this when they had the grading books. So I'm like, can I see the grading book so I can see what late work I got? So I remember I was sitting at her desk, bro. I don't know
what you about to do,
bro. I don't know where she was, bro. But I'm like, fuck it, bro. I'm about to give myself some check marks, nigga.
Fuck it.
So I went in that bitch and check marked everything. But I'm gonna tell you how I fucked up. So the student who was under me. Like, it was a student under me that wasn't in our class no more. So they ain't have no checks. And I accidentally check marked in they shit, like, so I'm like, fuck, I'm about to get caught for real. And it, like, now that I look back at it, she had to know that I did that shit. Yeah. Like that was the only year I was on the beat honor roll and shit. But like that's the type of shit I would do. Like I ain't never did no wild shit. Like
nah, that's crazy.
I thought I was in trouble, boy.
Shit, high school was wild. Like high school.
You said high school?
Yeah. Like we used to jump niggas. But I was like in the middle. I knew like all the like lame, nerdy kids. And then like I wrestled, played baseball, you know what I mean? So I knew all the sports niggas too.
I was always like that, bro.
Yeah, I was right in the middle, but then there was just like this one nerdy kid that just was like an asshole, you know what I mean? So we kind of like, we ain't jumped that nigga, but like he lied on us to some gang niggas, like, cause my other niggas, they was like Bloods. So he lied on us to some Crip niggas. So they like met us in the hallway. And then like we just had like a big ass squabble in the hallway, and I was like familiar to them type of squabbles because then like I went to, like, you know, I told you I got taken back a grade, so I went to Bloom, and Bloom you go there for 2 years so you can skip a grade. So in Bloom, obviously that's where all the bad kids went, you know what I mean? So every day in Bloom we would have like little. I feel like they taught us gang culture because they would make us a group like we was the Trailblazers or a different name. So every time at lunch in the bathroom, it'll be like I was part of the Trailblazers. So we'll come in the bathroom like Trailblazers. Then the other group will come in the bathroom like, what you say? What the fuck Trailblazers? And then we'll scrap in the bathroom every lunch, bro.
That's crazy.
It was wild. But then, so, you know what I mean, we fought with the Crip niggas, you know what I mean? And it was just some...
Trailblazers versus Crips is crazy.
All right. Tell me if I'm tripping, man. So 4th grade, we used to, like, our building was old as fuck. So it had our bathroom was in a basement. So, pause, all the boys were asked to go to the bathroom at the same time. And we would be down there playing basketball. Like, cause this don't make no sense to me now that I'm thinking about it, bro. Yeah. Like, why would the teacher let all of us leave the classroom like that? It might just ain't like, no, we passing classes, nothing like that. Nigga, we in this classroom all day. Yeah. So literally it'd be 7 niggas in the bathroom, and we had I will never forget, it was like 2 metal pipes coming out the bathroom. It was a big ass bathroom too. Yeah. And our hall pass was a starfish, like a rubber starfish. And that was our basketball, bro. And we would literally be in the bathroom play. Why the fuck was she? I'm about to look her ass up.
One thing I know,
Miss Robluski, nigga, I ain't never forget her.
young niggas used to always have anything as a rim, bro.
For sure.
Nigga, like if you ain't played,
That's
if you
how you
ain't,
know I ain't
yeah,
capping.
bro. Like nigga, it could be a fucking hanger, nigga, fucking trash can, nigga. The two marks on the wall, nigga. If you get in between that as a bucket, like niggas used to really just ball on anything, bro.
For sure.
Hoop was really life back then, bro. And then video games fucked up everybody. Like, yeah. Nah, one time I spit on the maintenance man.
Yeah, I ain't ever did that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I was like 5 or 6. We was on D'Angelo Drive in Lincoln Heights, bro. Like, I think my mom had just broke it up with my dad or something. Like, I don't know. Like, my dad was kind of there, wasn't there. It was very, very blurry at the time, but he just wasn't around. Like, and I don't know. I remember being smart as a kid. Like, I remember shit I said as a kid. I remember being manipulative as a kid. Like, I remember that shit. So anyways, this maintenance man used to come over there and clean my mama's car. Like, so one day, I don't know what it was. Like, my little cousin, Darian, bro, like, he was like, oh, he over there cleaning your mama's car. You know what that means? Like, I was like, what you mean? Hey, my cousin Darian was always advanced. I don't know how this nigga, bro. Yeah. Anyways, this nigga was like, yeah, you know what that mean? I'm like, what that mean? He's like, man, he trying to make a baby with your mama. I'm like, that's what? Tough. Yeah, bro, we 6 years old. I'm like, nah, man. So he cleaning my mom's car or whatever. I walk up to him. I was like, don't be cleaning my mama's car. Like, I thought I was a gangster. I went to the side of the building. You know, you used to get water out the side of the building. So I got some water, put it in my mouth, and went back to him. Like, and I was like, he was like, hey, man, what the fuck? Like, hey, man. He's like, I'm about to tell your mama. I was like, I don't care. I'm in front of my cousins and shit. So he go up, he tell my mama. I was like, he did what? Man, my mama whooped my ass, bro. She whooped my ass something crazy. The whole time I'm thinking like, man, she choosing him over me. Like,
that's why she ain't bail you out in Tennessee, nigga.
I was over there like, damn, bro, she fucking, you gonna choose the maintenance man? Like, but anyways. And then I'll tell y'all this one too. So at Fairfield, I got in a crazy ass fight. This was my first fight at like a different school. So I'm sitting there, I see this baddie and some whole shit again. She was from like Hawaii. Like, I ain't ever seen some shit like that, right? Ooh. Every time I see some exotic shit, I was like, I gotta have it. Like, I was coming from like Princeton, bro. Like, everybody wore like khaki pants and white Air Force Ones or black ones, depending on the day. Yeah. So it was just simple. Like, you go out there, it was just totally different. Like, she was Hawaiian. She had on makeup in 8th grade. Like, you know what I mean? She was just advanced. I'm just like, she bad. Like, she giving me all the work, talking to me. Mm-hmm. So I go sit down next to her. Well, across, man. I'm sitting there. Man, I had just got, what was it? It was like a first down bubble jacket my grandma got me for Christmas. And I sit down, and dude was at the table. I guess it was her boyfriend. I guess he went to the restroom or something, whatever. Mm. So he come back. He was like, hey, pal, I was sitting there. I was like, all right, bro. Like, I'm about to get up in a minute. And his girl still just talking to me like, yeah, I'm from here. I'm like, how old? You know, I'm just asking questions, spitting my little 8th grade game at her. Yeah, and she just responding, like, she smiling at dude, like, but she ain't really playing him no mind. Like, she eye to eye with me, so I keep feeding her too. Like, we talking, dude was like, he's like, hey. He's like, I told you I was sitting there. So he like sitting next to me, like buffling. I'm still playing it cool. Like, man, all right, bro, I'm about to leave. Like, I got you, bro. Like, I'm about to leave in a minute. He take my pop or whatever, or he take his pop and he put it in front of me like that, in front of my center. I was like, I look at him like, bro, I was like, chill, bro, like on some of that. And then next thing I know, he crushed the bottle. He's like, I said I was sitting there. I was like, bro, I don't give a fuck where you was sitting at, like giving this shit back. And I'm talking to old girl, like I'm just talking to her still, just, you know what I mean? Fuck dude. Next thing I know, all this Mountain Dew just falling all over me, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, I'm tasting it. I'm like, all I hear is, whoa, like through the whole cafeteria and whatnot. So I got up, man. I beat his ass, bro. Like, I don't know why I beat this little white dude's ass like that so bad, bro. Like, he was trying to fall, slide down the wall. I picked him back up, beat him up. He slid down. I picked him back up. I just kept doing it over and over until, like, he was limp. Like, he was just on the ground, like, some random dudes ran over there talking about something. Yeah, what, dude? Why would you do that to him? Like, I'm like, bro, he poured pop on me. Like, I felt like that was justified for that type of ass whooping. Like, so all the cafeteria ladies. I don't know if y'all remember how the cafeteria doors was. Like, you know, it was like lines that go through. You can shut them. So they like, I look up, they at the door, like they shutting the doors, bro. Like they was scared. You know, I'm some big black dude from whatever. Like, so they get all quiet. I look around, I ain't see no teachers or nothing. Like, so I just sat back down, like they on the ground tending to do whatever. They was like, he coming to, like, bro, you okay? You okay? He's like, one of the dudes was like, yeah, you should go talk to the principal. I'm like, nah, bro, we good. So he ended up getting suspended more days than I did. They probably, you know, used my black card on him. Like I was, yeah. I don't know. I said, you know, I got he started it. You shouldn't pour pop on people.
Yeah. School fights was the shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when I moved to California, nigga, like this the biggest, like our school in California, my high school in California, it's called Deer Valley, nigga. It was like 4 high schools.
Now I hear about them California schools.
Bro, and it's like, like when I first went to Cali, actually the middle school was big as fuck too. Like, so I went to 7th grade year, I went to one middle school. 8th grade year, I went to a brand new middle school. Like they had just built it. And then... Then freshman year we moved to it's called Antioch. So the first place I lived was called Pleasanton. It was like a bunch of white people, like niggas. We was playing like hockey on the motherfucking that shit was live. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga, with the rollerblades. Like
hockey.
Nah, we was playing like street hockey.
Oh yeah,
like on the basketball court.
Oh, that's different.
Niggas had skateboards and shit, paintball guns. I'm like, nigga, I don't know what none of this shit is.
I'm in paradise. I made it, mama. I made it.
I remember that's probably one of the first time. It was like a skate shop, and I remember. What the fuck was they called? Trucks. Y'all know what trucks is? Yeah. Like on the skateboard, like the thing to hold the wheel.
Oh yeah.
And I remember like they used to always. It was like a certain brand. Like I remember, nigga, I went in the skateboard shop, nigga. I stole some trucks, nigga, some wheels, nigga. I was the man, nigga. So I went back to it wasn't even a block, nigga. It was a nice ass complex. So I showing the white boy. I'm like, bro, I got this, but I ain't had no board. So I'm like, bro. I trade you these trucks for the board, like that was, and then that's when niggas was smoking out of like cans and shit, nigga. That was the first time, bro. Like I was like, all right, these niggas, this shit tastes like potpourri, nigga. What is we smoking, bro? Because we used to smoke like when I was younger, we was like 6th, 7th grade smoking weed in my cousin's basement, like. So I had been smoking weed, but this was just different. I'm like, bro, these niggas out here might be smoking some dust or some shit.
The PCP homes,
bro, literally. But like when I got to California, bro, it was like, mind you, I'm coming from Cincinnati, nigga. My school is we had one white nigga in our school, bro, at St. Francis, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
When I got to Cali, nigga, I'm seeing white, Filipino, nigga,
baddest bitches you ever seen in your life.
Boy.
And it's hot, so these bitches like
they naked,
bro. What? I said, oh man, I was going crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's how it was when I got to Lakota. It wasn't Cali, but it was like totally different from the inner city experience.
It was a culture shock too, because it was like, and the first place I lived, Pleasanton, it was like all like suburban shit. And Antioch, it's suburban, but it's kind of like a Forest Park where like all the niggas from like they got a little bread from Oakland and San Francisco, they moved here. So we got hood niggas, we got like the preppiest of the preppy white people, like, and like I was always cool with everybody because like I was just a hooper. Like I went there, I was playing basketball and shit. But the fights there, nigga, it looked like a riot, nigga. Because imagine like like everything is outside, so it's like you like when you walk out of class, you outside. You not
just running across the yard. Like.
Yeah, literally. Like we had a big ass amphitheater, like lunch tables outside, everything. So like you would see everybody running, nigga, and you know it's a fight, nigga. So you just take off running, nigga, like, bruh.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to my nigga Lavelle. That nigga was from Cleveland. That nigga died too, bro. That shit crazy. But this nigga was a rapper, bro. And I remember me and him, we had the exact same birthday. And he was from, I think he was from Ohio somewhere. I don't know why I just shout that nigga out, bro. R.I.P.
That's
bro.
Crazy. Shout out.
But he was a hooper too. That's probably why.
Did y'all hear Young Miami said she give her man 4 times to cheat?
Nah. Shout out to her though.
You said you heard it?
I heard it.
What'd you think about it?
On Club Shay Shay.
What'd you think about it?
I mean, she deal with rich niggas, so
Yeah.
Rich niggas get different type of
Grace,
pull.
nigga. But I wouldn't want no girl that would let me cheat on her 4 times, bro. Like, at this point, I'm like, all right, I could just do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, give me 1.5, and I'll be like, okay, I'm with you.
Just give me one shot, like 1 or 2.
But that's why I keep saying, bro, we got to get women that fuck with women.
They just be open.
Now,
even if they don't fuck with women, like just have an understanding about, you know, the male species.
We ain't got to worry about cheating. I don't even want to be in a situation where I got to feel like I want to cheat. Like, I ain't gonna put myself.
That's
in
another part like too, because then you do get in these relationships and you be having like the best intentions, bro.
Well, yeah.
Like anytime I ever been in a relationship, I have the
best of the best.
First of all, I don't want to necessarily be in a relationship. I've never had like an issue of getting women, so I don't necessarily have to go and be in a relationship. So it's better to not be in a relationship. But then when you find something, you be like, this the one. I know for me, anytime I've ever claimed a girl is in my mind, I'm gonna marry her. Like, it's that extreme for me. Like, I ain't never necessarily been like, I'm gonna date around and see which one is the one. Like, nah, I'm gonna fuck around. If I find one, I'm gonna fuck around. Like, that's just me. Maybe that's a nigga way of going about shit. But anyways, one of our listeners from the congregation had a question.
Oh, shit.
She was asking, why is it more acceptable when a man cheats and less acceptable when a woman cheats?
The law of averages.
What that mean?
The men are more frequently the providers. So when you kind of hold down the household, you have that leeway. I mean, it's switching now because...
I know what the word for this is. It's financial abuse.
For sure. I mean...
He said for sure.
that's a...
I pay the bills, bitch. I'm going to do what I want.
That's the old school thing. I mean, it's starting to switch now because women are making more than the men. So women are becoming more not abusive, but they're becoming more, empowered. Just like the men are to do whatever, say whatever. I remember I was watching this episode of Cheaters, and he was like, "Bitch, you ain't about to, who you think, how you think you gonna be chilling at the house? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the reason why you chilling at the house, not doing nothing. You want to break up with me?
Yeah.
Go find that somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, so it's the same thing. Like, niggas now feel comfortable. Women feel comfortable telling niggas the same thing now. Like, you ain't got no job. You know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable now, so I can do whatever I want to do. So it's just more so that kind of thing.
Do y'all believe in evolution?
Mm-hmm.
Like, single cell organism all the way to where we are now. Like, that type shit, right?
For sure.
So I was watching a documentary about monkeys years ago, bro. Mm-hmm. And the monkey, it was about, well, it wasn't a monkey, it was chimpanzees, because whoever the silverback would be. Was that gorillas or something? I don't know, whatever. So
Harambe.
What male chimpanzees or whatever, I don't know the nomenclature of this animal, whatever the silverback is, when they want a woman, they'll fuck the shit out of her, rape her. It's literally a rape, like, because the woman don't necessarily want it. They'll rape her, rape whatever kids that are there, rape all the other young males in that tribe, and then kill them and wipe out whoever the last husband or, the last companion of hers was to become the silverback. So after they do that, they actually grow, like, hormonally, they start to grow silver on their back. That's how they become silverbacks, because now they are the dominant male of that tribe. And they got rid of all the lineage of the pre-existing person who was ever the silverback of that tribe was. So they said, and they broke it down scientifically, it happens after they have sex with this woman and they, nut in her essentially, and they become more protective of her. As soon as she takes in the cum of this male, now all of a sudden the male feels super like protective of her. And then he all of a sudden becomes like just crazy. You know what I mean? He's wiping out the lineage. So I say all that to say, because if we like in evolution, bro, like that's really and that silverback will do that same thing to multiple women. So I'm saying, like, we come from whatever, like, that is a part of us, that we have a part of our brain literally called the primal brain. And guess what this silverback is? It's a primate. Like, this is literally embedded into our DNA as men to, like, spread our seed and to multiply. So to me, that's where the grace for men to cheat or whatnot. I'm not saying cheating is right or wrong, but I think intellectually, like on a DNA, even on a DNA level, women and men know this. Women might not want to admit it, but they know deeply, like, dang, like we just like that what we just listened to last week about, like, when a woman takes in the semen of a man and it stays in her DNA. Yeah, it stays in. So there's all this shit is like true. It all has to do with the same thing. I think on a deep primal level, we know instinctively that, okay, it is more acceptable for a man to be in his primal ways than a woman to be in her primal ways, right?
Yeah. And we can separate it more than women can do.
Yeah.
Like,
expound.
Most of the time when a woman cheating, it ain't just necessarily sexual.
Yeah,
like they
very emotional.
Getting emotions, they seeking something else. Like, we are literally, like, I've never cheated. I'm literally, like, when I'm on my shit, like, I'm just looking for a nut. Like, but once I commit to something,
you get your
like
nuts
you said,
at home.
Yeah, and it's like, but at some point, bro, like, that shit, it get redundant. Like, I told y'all, bro, like, when I got out of a relationship, bro, like, I felt so free, nigga. Like, now, oh my God, I could lust. Like, I was feeling bad, like, bro, I can't lust for women. Like, no, bro, like, that shit, I feel so free. Like, I could look at a woman and be like, bro, like, she better.
Like, it's crazy. Like, a man in a relationship is literally putting on a leash.
Yep.
I ain't gonna hold you. A woman getting into a relationship is literally like just the next part of her story. You know what I mean? Like, getting married is just the next thing for her. For men, it's all about, now we talking about self-control. Now we talking about, you know, faithfulness. Now we talking about maturity. Like, how come most of these things, as far as cheating or, you know, infidelities, have always, like, it's always paired up with either emotional trauma, right? Like, women like, oh, it must be something why he doing that, right? Or it's paired up with, you know, just in like, it's paired up with, not having self-control. You know what I mean?
But you can have self-control, though. It's still like, take my situation. Like, I had self-control, but it was like, it's working against my primal, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so when we get in a relationship, those are the things that are essentially the what's the a leash? Yeah, the collar around us, like, it's a leash on us, like, and when you get out of it, that's why you feel free, because even though you're trying to be a good guy in the relationship, you're trying to be faithful to this girl, it's literally a try, though. Where, like I said, women, it's not necessarily a try, it's just like, this is what I do. You know, a lot of women won't. I mean, now, like you said, it's changing a little bit, right? We can see it in fucking music, Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion. Like, it's glorifying the, you know, be in your whole era and be comfortable with it. But
it ain't natural to them.
It ain't necessarily natural.
I remember I was talking with, you know what I mean, doing the stuff for Cuff. I had like a little event with like females only. It was like a ladies' night to promote the cards or whatever. And then one of the cards was like, can you do a threesome or whatever, boom, 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 boom. And then that led to a conversation about being poly. And I'm like, Africans, you know what I mean, we kind of naturally are poly, you know what I mean, just because we have that tribal, that, you know, that community.
It's not even just Africans, bro. If you look at Native Americans, every tribe around the world is poly, bro.
Yeah, and then she was just trying to understand, like, she was like, so, you know what I mean, like, it didn't compute to her why, not necessarily why it's okay, but like, I had to break it down, like, you know, we can kind of control that environment and control multiple emotions, whereas, you know, as women, you know what I mean, they're kind of built and kind of have that genealogy and that chemical balance to focus on one man, you know what I mean, where we're kind of built to handle a whole community and lead a whole community.
Facts.
So, you know what I mean, it kind of like, you know, she started understanding, like, once I started
and to
breaking
grow
it down,
a whole community.
for sure.
You feel me? Like, having enough, so it's like this, right? Back to the monkeys, bro. Like, whoever has the strongest tribe, is gonna win the territory battles, right? So it's very important for this monkey, this new silverback, to impregnate all these women as quick as possible because he needs to build his tribe up as quick as possible. Because if another roaming male come there, all his sons need to be able to help get him out of there too, right? So it's like that's literally what we're from. We come from that. You know, I have to be fruitful and multiply. Like our village survival or your blood survival, your bloodline depends on that. Because if it was a woman's job, it would be very hard. It takes 9 months to have a child. You ain't got 9 months. I can get 9 monkeys pregnant. Pause, not me. If I'm a silverback and 9 monkeys pregnant,
Oh my God.
you get 9 monkeys pregnant. That's 9 possible, however many kids they have in a litter. I don't know too much about monkeys, but you know, that's now you got 9 more instead of, you know, if she's the queen and she only has sex with the one silverback and it's just y'all two and y'all got 1 kid after 9 months instead of having, you know, you can have twins, whatever, right? You can just have a bigger tribe. So I think innately that's just in our character, bro. A lot of women hate that conversation, bro. They, you know, y'all not monkeys anymore. Like, who says who? Like, we are super, like, we are seriously primal as fuck, bro. And we be trying. And this ain't no resting in it. I'm not trying to rest in it. Like, we just here, but at the same time, like, give us some grace, man.
It's not natural, bro.
It's not.
It's just not. Like, and I've come to that realization. Like, we had those talks all the time. Bro. Like,
it can be. Go
ahead. I'm just saying it's not natural. Like,
it can be done. We can control ourselves if we want to,
but you ain't gonna be all the way happy, bro.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I feel like the most freest niggas, the niggas that's like really getting the things that we want. I mean, I don't know. They just got a certain level of freedom. Like, who's to know what Savannah and LeBron's agreement is? You feel me? Like, who knows?
Bro,
that nigga definitely was in Miami without her for a few years,
if you
bro.
think
So
this nigga Bron ain't getting no pussy, you're crazy.
you gotta be crazy. His probably more a secret.
For you to be that happy, nigga, and not have no scandal,
Bruh.
that mean whatever, and they could be doing it together. I ain't just saying she letting him do that. Like I told y'all, like
she Jada Pinkett, nigga.
it could be years from now. Like I would be open to my wife having sex with another man down the line. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's a different type of thing.
I don't know if I'm with that, but I hear you.
I mean, I would be open to the conversation, but like they could be doing it together. But it's like we've never heard nobody come out like Brown did this or Brown. Like even when we see pictures of him interacting with women, it's like a big headline. Cause like, what the fuck? Brown got these 2 white girls, they laughing,
But that goes to show you, let's say let's just go into another simulation and say he is pounding the fuck out of these women he's seen with, right? That shows you that the woman in the house is really the controller of the media cycle. Because if she came out hurt or, you know, if she was to post even the most subliminal thing, like, and then the next thing you know, there's a picture that comes out, motherfuckers gonna put 2 to 2 together, now it's a scandal. So that shows you, like, whatever their agreement is, bro, Savannah keeping it rock solid at home, and he doing what he gotta do to bring the bread. And whatever y'all agreement is, whatever relationship you in, man, just know, like, just try to keep the leash off that man. If you really love that man, like,
just have
learning that man, learn what he might need.
Threesomes.
You know, even if it ain't threesome, some women might not be down for that. If they are down for that, perfect. Like, but find what works for y'all, and it's gonna be super unorthodox. This ain't the normality.
I feel like if you're not down for the threesome, then you ain't just gonna be like, okay, you can go ahead and.
Man, I mean, I feel like my experience with women, like, they be in for the threesome. And sometimes they ain't, sometimes they ain't. Like, sometimes they just be like, go ahead and do your thing, bro. Like, leave me out of it.
Never had that.
Yeah, they just be like, leave me out of it, right?
Just don't let them find out. They be dumb types.
Yeah, they ain't even about finding out. It's like some women just be like, they just understand. Like, there are some super logical women out there, like, that just understand. Like, and typically, it is the ones that end up with these rich niggas.
For sure.
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Every time I hear a woman's like dispute or about how she just like she going through her fucking all these niggas phase, the first thing out that woman's mouth is always like, I need to just go be a hoe then. How many times y'all heard that? How many times you heard that? A woman get hurt, first thing is, I might as well go be the OnlyFans girl. They seem the ones getting all the fun. I done heard that a million times. you know, they trying their hardest to stay on the straight and narrow and be the princey girl or whatever they mom or whatever raised them to be. But honestly, the women who gonna get what they call them, the high value men, it's gonna be those type of women that understand a man's way. Like, and I know another argument from the woman is like, well, most of you niggas is broke. Y'all be trying to y'all be trying to cheat and do all this. Like, bro, it don't take no money to get no pussy. It really don't, bro. Like, it don't take no money to get no pussy. And everybody, look, y'all gonna be running into a bunch of men that got all they pussy and had all the fun in the world and gonna get married at 40, 50 years old. And the dating pool gonna be a little lighter because half of us went to prison or died from a heart attack. And then what? Same niggas that's gonna be old gonna be happy with they having a whole life before they met you.
But I had a situation where I was talking to this girl, right? Like, we was locked in, like we was, you know what I'm saying, kicking it hard, like we was having conversations, and then it came up to where it was like, I'm celibate. Like, she was saying she was celibate, like, and you know, me being the type of nigga I am, I'm like, that's not, first of all, I ain't even talking about having threesomes or nothing. I'm talking about now us just having sex. Yeah. And I'm like, okay.
Square one, bear one.
Yeah, I can respect that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you or myself to act like I'm about to wait until I get married to have sex.
Yeah.
So we kind of came up with like this little plan where she was like, you can get like one girl and you can have sex with her until blah, 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 blah. So that was kind of like the thing. And it's like, that's what we said. But then like a month or two later, she was like, I don't know how I feel about that, blah, blah, blah.
Give me that pause.
But what I said that to say, I said this to her. I was like, it's a bunch of niggas that'll be out here and just be like, all right, we celibate together, but going behind your back, fucking on girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, so would you rather have a nigga keep it a buck with you? Like, hey, we got to figure something out together? Or would you rather have me, oh, we in this together, baby, we blah, blah, blah. Like, and then you get to your wedding day and find out this nigga been smoking 100 chicks. Like, but.
And they all showed up.
Silverback, bitch.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to the silverbacks, bro. But
yeah, minus the rape shit.
Yeah, minus the rape.
We don't condone that, and no animals,
yeah, we ain't that primal. Right. we got mamas we care about.
Man.
And daughters and sisters. Yeah, man.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, so just to circle back to that whole Miami thing, I don't, you know, if a woman's like, yeah, you get 4 times a cheat, that's a red flag for me. Like, why 4?
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Like, if that's the case, just say, I'm forgiving. You know, I can forgive him for the things he do. You ain't got to put a number on it. Yeah. Just keep that to yourself. Like, just say, hey, I deal with a lot of rich niggas, and it's very hard to keep them from cheating because I can literally be working on the West Coast while they on the East Coast for 2 months, like, or something, right? Like, yeah. You know, you in a relationship when you at that level, or if you got a certain level of money, it's probably just, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, make me feel like I'm the only nigga.
Man, I just want to say, man, like, women that give horrible head, God damn. I'm just sorry, I gotta say this, bro. Like, women that give horrible head, bro. Let me see. Like, I'm sorry. I know y'all gonna hate me or whatever, but I'm tired of y'all non-passionate ass head givers or women that just don't like. If you don't love giving head, you're probably never going to get married. I'm sorry to tell you. Pause.
I don't know, bro. I done seen a couple chicks say it, but yeah, it's definitely it's because it's probably situational for sure.
Well, maybe I should just say you probably don't get married by me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying, like, and. Just has, like, I can't help you. Like, there's nothing I can say. If you don't like giving head, then there you go. That's your verdict. You can't make a woman, like, if a woman does not like giving head by the time they're in their 20s, it's over.
They just don't like it.
They just don't like it. And it's going to put you, now not only is your pool even smarter after all the niggas get old, die, or go to prison, now you got the ones that love getting their dick sucked. Now you got only one out of the 50,000 you might have had when you was 24. Now you 36 and there's only 2 niggas you like. There's only 2 niggas in the city that don't like getting head.
And I be thinking about that sometimes too. Like we are getting older, but I did want to ask y'all. So like, would y'all be okay if y'all didn't get married?
Yep.
Like, have y'all ever looked at y'all situation like, damn, maybe I probably might not never get married?
For sure.
What about you?
I mean, I definitely would want to get married, but I'm definitely in a place where, because I've been single for a little minute, like
single and hoeing. Yeah, continue.
And I've been like
single and mingling, ding dongs.
And I even talked. My sister, she got married recently. Like,
shout out to sis.
And I told her like, I might not get married. She'll be like, you know what I mean? We grew up hella traditional. Mm-hmm. She was like, don't say that. I'm like, shit. You know what I mean? I'm a different breed from the family. You know what I mean? So my brother about to get married this year on Juneteenth. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be the only one. But I got, before my sister had her daughter, I got 2 kids. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, shit. I got the kids. You know what I mean? I might need a little nigga.
You the black sheep. You doing it backwards.
Man,
Shit, we all is, and that's like
for sure.
That's the unorthodox thing about where we live at now in 2025, bro.
Yeah.
Like the family makeup is way different. There's a few good niggas, good people, good couples out there that did it right, got married, but the majority, bro, like it's almost an 80% bet you gonna meet a woman she got a kid, especially in our age. It's probably like 90%. Same for the women. About 90% of the niggas you meet is gonna have a kid with baby mamas and things like that. And if you're not in your mindset already, like, okay, how can I better the community? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I know let's say he got 2 baby mamas. Like, I got 2 baby mamas. If you a woman and you come in, you be like, okay, I understand he's a good man. I don't know why he ain't work out with them, but I love him. And the first thing that comes to your mind is like, how can I better the community? That's a good woman for real. Now, if the first thing is, you got too many baby mamas because maybe you scared you ain't the silverback, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, then that's another insecurity that you got to deal with, which goes back into making it even smaller now. Now you got niggas who's dying, went to prison, and niggas who got kids made it even smaller. Like, the pool is getting smaller and smaller. Boy. And it got pee in it too. Psh.
Yeah, but I asked y'all that.
Small pool with pee in it's crazy.
I asked y'all that because I feel like as men, I feel like we would be better off if we ended up 50 years old, not married. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of women that's going to get to 45, 50, like, what the fuck? Like,
that's what I was talking about, I think, a couple weeks ago on the pod, bro. Like, we not tripping like the women are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's something that they need to, and I don't, we be trying not to be a relationship pod for sure. Like, we ain't trying to go into that, but I think a lot of women should just wake up to the variables of shit. Like some of the things that women request and some of the things that women are on, like a woman to judge you because your appliances is white or some shit. Like,
that's tough. You
know what I mean? You ain't got the silver or the black appliances, or, you know what I mean? Like, they'll judge you because your walls got a certain, like, all right, you know what I mean? Whatever. Like, it be the smallest shit that a woman will disqualify you from her life. Like, I've seen it. I've heard it all, bro. Between me and my niggas and y'all, and I done heard all my dudes talk about how a woman might have brought up something just stupid, like, I don't do this because of that. It's like they'll nitpick at the smallest shit, whereas nigga like, man, you give some heads and pussy and just be nice to me. We cool.
Very easy to
We cool. Yeah, like, we cool.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, so as we get older, though, as you just saw, even in this little census of us 3, bro, we not tripping. Put 3 women here, it's going to shift. The whole census is shifting. Mm-hmm. It don't match, though, because you got 3 women who was like, I want to be married. I need to get married, or I have to be married. And then you got on the flip, we like, I mean, it's cool if we do. Yeah. If that woman adds peace to my life, I'm cool with it. I be feeling like women are just, like women do. Women will just get married just because, like.
Just to say it, like, I passed up on all this shit. Now it's like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
You right here. But I don't feel like we would do that, though. Like,
no, hell no.
Like, I would never get married just to say I was married.
Hell no. Facts. Probably some dudes out there that do that.
It's societal for sure. Like I said, I grew up hella traditional. Not to say, like, a lot of the people who I grew up with got married on that type of stuff, which they probably did. But, you know what I mean? I had, like, 2-3 opportunities. Yeah. Like, I grew up in a church, you know what I mean? One of my...
You had opportunities to get married?
Yeah, one of my last little shorties was like, you know what I mean? I was kind of I was like kind of low key like the youth leader or whatever, you know what I mean? And then like the shorty I was with, her parents were like kind of top pastors in the church, and then like we were going to meetings with the head of the church and stuff. Like before that, it'd be so serious, like definitely in this African church culture. Like I was super cool with her dad, you know what I mean? Like all the pastors loved me, you know what I mean? I was chilling. But then once we started dating, like the nigga, like he was cold shouldered to me, like on some weird stuff. And I ain't get it because I ain't grow up in that church. But then like people started telling me like, yeah, he can't talk to you. He can't even see you. You know what I mean? Just because of culturally. I'm like, damn, okay, that's why he weird. And then we met with like the head honcho of the church, like the founder of the church. He got a vibe of me, and then he cleared me to be okay to marry the little shorty. And then like we started these processes and everything. Like we couldn't even really go on dates, you know what I mean? We had to get separate, like, so it was like, you know, but I just cut it off because shorty wasn't she wasn't a real person, you know what I mean?
Yep.
She was acting too much for
So were y'all engaged?
We weren't engaged yet, but it was like,
You got to go through this to get to the point where you get engaged.
kinda like I could have went to, you know, we were approved to, if we wanted to get engaged, we could have got engaged anytime.
That's how me and my first daughter's mom was. We was in that coat that me and G was in.
Man, they tried to get me too. I was gonna bring that up, but you go ahead and tell your story first.
Yeah,
you made it farther than me, nigga.
Yeah. So we was, you know, it was like I brought my daughter's mom to my church though. You know what I mean? Like that's where my family went. So, you know, every black girl at that time, like, they want to go to church for real. You know? Yeah. All right, come to my church, because I wasn't about to go to no other church. I barely was trying to be at this church, so definitely not coming to yours. Come to mine. So, I mean, it kind of becomes like that for real. Like, I was in the church just being a player for real, and then I brought her, and I just kind of stopped because I got my girl there, and then we got pregnant, and then she had a baby, whatever. They brought us up in front of the church and stuff. We had to, like, do the whole, like, you know, sorry to the congregation thing. And,
swear to God, where the fuck was I?
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
So, I don't know where he's at. But, yeah, we had to do that. Shout out to my nigga E. I know they had to do it because before he got married to his wife, it was like a few of us that had to do it.
I remember Ricky had to do it.
Ricky had to do it?
With that white girl?
He ain't had no babies?
They was having sex or something. I remember he was like, yeah, Dad called me in the office, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
He got caught.
Yeah, he got caught maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Man, we was really in the coat, nigga.
Yeah. This is how I knew, bro. Like, I was just bad everywhere. I was bad at church, I was bad at home, I was bad at school, nigga. So I remember one night, me and my nigga B, bro, Bria's little brother Brian, bro, we was out and I had some Percocets. We smoking weed, whatever. And I was like, man, I got Percocets. Like, took it from my mom. My mom had them for like some dentist shit, whatever. Like, let's take them, bro. So like we took them. We out having a good time. We in Fairfield, kicking it, blah, blah, blah. I get home that night. I'm laying on the couch. Nigga, like, I thought I was about to have a heart attack. Like, so like, I'm going crazy. Like, I'm over here high as hell, but at the same time, like, I'm fucked up because the perk trying to make me like calm at the same time. I'm like, I closed my eyes. Like, I started hallucinating. I saw like this clown face come at me and shit. Like, yo, I had a crazy night. So then, like, I remember like screaming, like, Mama! Like, I saw that clown. I was like, whoa, whoa. Like, she came running. She's like, boy, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know. She was like, boy, is you high? She was like, what you take? I was like, man, I took one on Perkins. She was like, boy, what? Like, so she called the ambulance and she thought I was like freaking out. I say like halfway in the ambulance ride, I'm sobering up like, oh shit. Like, I done freaked out. Like, and I remember she's like, yeah, I told Bishop about what you did. You gotta talk to him.
Oh my God,
like,
that was the worst.
So we go in there. He's like, yeah, man. He was like, man, what was you thinking, Isaiah? I wasn't thinking, like, sitting there. And I remember because I was at Lakota West at the time. I was playing basketball. I had on, like, our, you know, they used to give you the little outfits, the little jump. Yeah. But it was like the Nike swoosh material. So I remember just kind of being nervous and just, like, I kept hearing, like, like, because I was just, like, sitting there. Because in my mind, I'm like, why is my mom got me in here with a whole nother nigga? Like, where my daddy at? Like, I'm sitting there. He's like, man, he's like, man, I oughta put you over my leg and give you a whooping. Like I'm sitting there, like then I remember stop rubbing. Like I remember just staring at him, like I wish this nigga would hit me. Like I was one of them badass kids. Like you ain't my daddy, nigga. Like so he's like, yeah, you got to sit on the front row. So I just sat on the front row at church every time I came. Like, but definitely was a code though, because my mom was always like, yeah, you got to go talk to the bishop. Like, but after that first conversation, it was like, man, what you doing now, man? Because I felt like I never reacted to it the first way. Like some niggas is in there like scared and petrified. Like I was in there running the mud. I was a badass fucking spiritual son too.
I remember when it clicked for me. Like I was always 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like I wasn't like all the way in like that. But it was times when I was like in there. And I remember, I don't know what the fuck we was doing, but we was like in the front, like, you know how they had like the open part in the front, like before the stage. And I remember he was like, Gianni, he was on the stage. He was like, Gianni, he said something, you gotta respect the order or some shit he said. And he was like, it goes God the Father, then me, your spiritual father, and then your biological father.
Oh, hell
And
no.
I was like,
yeah, he was
that don't make sense to me, brother.
He was definitely on that, like.
Yeah, but like I used to come in there like, I remember, oh my God. Janae talk about this all the time. Like when I came there one day, she was like, you smell like liquor. I used to be in that bitch fresh off the hoeing, nigga. I had this one night, bro, I ain't gonna never forget. I was living with my aunt.
Yeah.
I was a broke boy. So me and my cousin Show, bro, shout out to my nigga, bro. We was living in a basement of my aunt, nigga. And we used to get 240s every night, nigga. And we had, shout out to my nigga Ashley. I was fucking with Ashley, and she had a DVD player. This was like one of the first DVD players that had Netflix on it, nigga. So we had to, and it wasn't Wi-Fi, nigga. You had to plug it in. So we had to drop the Ethernet cord out, plug it in, So one time me and Ashley got into it. She done came and took the DVD player. So now me and this nigga down here, like, we ain't got shit to do with playing PlayStation and shit.
And drink a 40, nigga.
Bruh, so it was this one night, it was this white girl. She was ugly, bruh. But she was older too, so she had a crib. And I ain't gonna never forget, like, I was in the basement. She texted me, I had no car or nothing. She was like, come over. So I'm like, what time you coming to pick me up? Because I can't. This was before Uber and all that shit. So I remember I had 240s, nigga. I don't know why I just did my hands like that, pause. But I downed the 240s. And for some strange reason, I had a big Red Bull, like the big Red Bull. And it was like 2:00 at night. So I'm like, fuck it, bro. I got to take this Red Bull so I can be up. Like, so I drunk the 240s, drink the Red Bull. She come pick me up. Boom. So she was like, you want to take a shot, blah, blah, blah. Like, we take a shot. We take a couple shots. And then she was like, you want to smoke? Mind you, I ain't never really been a big smoker. So I remember we was smoking and she had the toilet paper roll with the with the laundry thing. So we smoking. So now, nigga, I'm high as hell. Like, so like now my heart is racing because of the Red Bull, but it's trying to slow down because of the fucking weed.
I'm saying the weed and Percocet, same shit,
nigga.
Bro.
So we playing fucking Rock Band, nigga. Like for some reason we started playing Rock Band, and I was playing the drums, nigga. It was the Beatles.
Oh, the whole set.
Bruh, she had the drums, the guitar, and it was the Beatles Rock Band. So you know on the screen it's showing people. These niggas had like horse heads and fucking elephant heads and shit. And I'm like, bro, I can't play this no more, bro. Like,
my nigga was gone.
Nigga, so we go lay down. Like, I ain't fuck or nothing. I'm like, bro, I just want to not be high right now. Yeah. So like, I'm laying there, fighting, trying to go to sleep. She knocked out. I'm like, fuck, bro. So I'm laying there. So then like the next morning, I'm like, okay. The sun come out. She take me home. I remember she took me to White Castles, nigga. So I get to my aunt house. I'm like, all right, I'm cool. So I'm about to chill. Did I ever seen Malcolm X?
The movie?
The movie.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm about to chill. I'm in my aunt's bed, nigga. Shout out to Ain't That, bro. Get well soon. But I'm in my aunt's bed. And for some reason, I put the Malcolm X DVD in, bro. And mind you, I've seen Malcolm X like 3 or 4 times. But the beginning of Malcolm X, it's like an American flag, and it's like a nigga walking, or I don't know if he walking, but they preaching like, I charge the white man for the persecution of the black man, and da 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 da. And I'm like, nigga, I am still. I'm like, bro, I gotta get this. So I'm like, I'm at my aunt's house by myself. But we was having it was called a Moscato party where everybody bring a bunch of Moscato. So my my cousin came and picked me up, and I'm like, bro, I need some sleeping pills or something. I've been up for like 20 hours, nigga. Like, all I wanted to do was go to sleep, nigga. Like, I was to the point where it was like, bro,
baby binge,
nigga. I was to the point where I was like, bro, like I might need to go to the hospital type shit.
Yeah.
And I remember I did buy some fucking pills, and my sister was like, you better not take that shit. You got all that shit in your system, nigga.
Golly,
would have been fucked.
shout out to Lily, she's smart.
Right, nigga, because I was down bad.
Nah, the worst. Well, go ahead, my bad.
Nah,
you ain't land, did you?
And you went to church?
You went to church?
Nah, not that day.
Nigga, how the hell you? Wait. Anyways.
High story.
Hey, this nigga G
Shout out
right
to the
now.
church.
Hey, bro.
Y'all thought I was going to end up in church in that story?
You started at church, bro.
Hey, this nigga GPS wild.
Gotcha. I told you niggas I had no car. How the fuck I was going to church?
He's stupid.
All right,
Hey.
real quick though.
Yeah, go
that
ahead.
used to be the worst. 'Cause I used to have to ride to church with Janae. And mind you, the church was in fucking Fairfield, nigga. We lived in Westwood. So it was to be like waking up hungover. And this was serious, bro. Like, you had to go to church.
Yeah, that was
I'm like,
in
bro.
my house. Like, you gotta go, no matter what you do.
Like, my
long
parents
as you
would be
made
mad.
sure you're at church.
Nigga, they would be pissed. Like, oh, you ain't going to church.
You better not ask for
So
shit.
now it's like, nah, I'm at church. But
That's
yeah,
because bitch used to be there asking about everybody. Like, where Isaiah at? Your mom coming home like, Bishop asked about you. All right, then I gotta go. Nah, the worst time I came to church drunk was me and my nigga B. We had some. First of all, we had some like acting Fairfield. We over this girl house, and like we going, but it's just me. Like the girl that it was supposed to be a 2-man, but the girl that he had was like on some like I'm about to go home type shit. So we was like, no, we was at this girl house, and I'm messing with her, and she ain't really want to do nothing for real. Like so, the chick he was with, she was kind of going for real. So I'm like, bro, I'm about to leave. Like, and I was like, man, he was like, I'm about to leave. So I was like, nah, you good. Like, your situation good. Shorty, I'm with. She in the room. She taking a shower, about to go to bed. Like, I'm about to go. He's like, where you going? I'm about to head to Kentucky. He's like, nah, I'm about to come with you. Like, next thing we hear a little shorty that he with. He's like, she was like, where y'all going? He was like, we about to go down to KY. She was like, I come with y'all? He was like, bet, this is the Hypnotic days, like, you know what I mean? We had a bottle of Hypnotic, like, so we get going. He was like, bro, he's like, let's just take my car. Like, so we get in, like, I'm driving, you gonna get in the backseat with Shorty. Like, so be in the backseat with Shorty, like, they doing their thing. Like, I'm driving. Like, I look back, like, she in there going crazy. Like, her titties out, so I'm back there rubbing on titties. Like,
Gotta say
you know
that.
what I mean? I'm slapping her ass while I'm driving. We going over the bridge and shit. Like, on our way to Kentucky, having a good time. Like, Shorty that I'm going to meet called me, like, where you at? Like, I'm like, hey, we about to pull up. Like, she was like, all right, I got my friend here. I was like, I was like, oh shit. Like, she's like, you gonna bring your dude? So I'm like, bro, we done took this Shorty from Fairfield all the way down there. So like, I'm in the mirror, like, cause I know the Shorties, I met them at Cooking and Joe's. They was baddies, like, you know what I mean? They was from like deep in Kentucky or some shit. I'm like, bro, we gotta get rid of the little Shorty, cause I ain't gonna lie, she was smack for real. So like, we gotta ditch her somewhere. Like, my nigga be a good dude, so he went about to just like leave her. Like, he's like, bro, he's like, man, we just gonna go down there. Like, he's like, I'm gonna take her home. Like, I'm like, bro, they here right now. Like, he's like, all right, man. He was like, just go in there and see what they own. Like, this nigga was trying to get busy with the ugly bride. I'm gonna talk about that later though.
Yeah, that guarantee. He had a guarantee.
He had a guarantee. So I go upstairs, like, I see that they was like, you know, they in there, they looking bad. I got me a little Shorty, like her friend Cole. I'm texting my nigga like, B, hey, you need to come up, go take that bitch home, come up here. This is where it's at. And we got a hotel room, like, you know what I mean? Like, cause we was still flickering on the age where we was kind of like at home, and we really couldn't take a girl to our crib because we was at our parents' crib. So like having a hotel was clutch. Like, and it's a Saturday night. We know we got to go to church tomorrow. So like, we want this party to go. This the best situation right here. Like, nigga, we on Hypnotic, Paul Masson, all the old school shit, nigga. We sitting there, we drunk as fuck. I'm like, man, yeah, he coming. So this nigga, I go down to the car because obviously I can't really, I don't know what happened. Like, I don't even know if I feel like I had a no key or something, but like, it was just better for me to just go to the car real quick, go all down the fucking elevator, run out to the car, let him know like, hey bro, I'm staying here, go take old girl home. You might want to come in here, they bad. Like, I open the door, this nigga getting his dick sucked, like what up, Zay? I'm like, bro.
Right.
He's like, bro. I'm like, bro. He's like, man. I was like, bro. He's like, I forget. I had got him out the car or whatever. He's like, all right, hold on. Like, zip his pants and got him, bro. I was like, shorty. I was like, nigga, let her take the car, like or something. Like, get her out of here. He's like, man, nah. I'm gonna take her home. Like, so I don't know what he told her. He swing her home. I'm in there entertaining the bitches as much as I can. Like he coming. Because now it's getting later, right? They getting tipsy. We drunk. We done made it through the bottle, hypnotic. So he finally dropped her off. Like, we come in there, bro. We in there just smashing these shorties on each bed, like going crazy. To like now it's like probably like 8 in the morning. I forget what time church service start, but like we had enough time to go home, drop me off at my car. He go home, take a shower, nigga. We had church the next day, like sitting there drunk as hell, high as hell. But we used to do that every weekend, nigga.
That's how me and Show was.
Every weekend, them show up church.
Literally looking at each other like, bro, we just
like they knew what we did last night. Sitting there praying like, yes, Lord.
We gonna be like, man, we got to walk up there today, nigga. We was fooling last night. We had, bro, I remember me and Show. Shout out to my nigga Janae. She used to live in Westwood, so it's like she used to let us like run 2-mans at her crib. So we had shout
out to the 2-man older cousin, bro.
We had a staggered 2-man. It wasn't even a 2-man. It was like I had a bitch, he had a bitch. Like, so his girl came like on the early side. So like we had smoked weed or whatever. Yeah. So like they was like on the side. So I think I had left or some shit. So like y'all ever seen Friday when Craig was sitting on the couch with the girl and he looked at the dogs and they was looking back at him like. Right, yeah. Bro, that's how his girl looked, bro. I swear.
At you or
that? Like they was sitting there and like I don't know who was talking or what. But when I looked at her, that's all I said was like. So they do their thing. So then my shorty show up like. So I don't know where he was at. He was in the house somewhere. He must have been in a room watching TV or some shit. So like it was like, you know how sectionals is. It's like the balcony door. You know how to like the what is it? What is it called? Like the Westwood apartments. You know how that shit be looking. So she had a sectional, and the long sectional part was like it was a space between there and the balcony door. So me and my shorty over there, like, so I'm hitting it from the back, like boom, boom. So here come this nigga crawling out the fucking room.
What?
So he over there like, so he started grabbing her ass.
Hey.
Your bitch ass?
Yeah, that's how it be though, bro. You ain't been in a 2-man situation, bro. You be trying to sneak your touches on the other bitch every time.
So this nigga, he do that, bro.
That's hilarious.
And then she, like, cause I'm holding her, so she kind of like throw the rhythm off. So this nigga army crawl out hella fast, and she look back like, where the fuck this time?
Hey,
what your ex? You ain't.
Hey, yo, that's funny as fuck. That's the creepiest shit ever.
Hey, niggas used to be on that, bro.
Nah, bro, I definitely was on creep shit, bro. Just grabbing titties from the back. Like.
Yeah, and we went to church the next day.
Yeah, facts, bro.
That's crazy.
Another questioner from a listener for us was, why does it seem like Africans are pinned against Black Americans and vice versa?
I thought he was about to go.
What?
I don't know, bro. When you leave with that, though, I was like, this nigga on some bullshit.
Nah, what part you talking about?
Why does it Africans?
I was about to go in on him. Nah, why y'all think that, though? Because shit be like that for sure.
You said, well, Africans is pinned against what?
Why does it seem like Africans are pinned against Black Americans and vice versa? This is from an African, too.
I never got that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like all that, but I'm not like I got African friends, but I never felt like that. Like I never felt no way. So
felt like what?
Go ahead. Like they was pinned against us. Like I don't feel like Joy is pinned against us.
Yeah, nah.
But you probably talking about like on a larger scale.
Yeah.
I never really.
But like Africans really don't be fucking with a lot of like certain. Now that's another thing I'm learning about Africa though. Like Africans get offended when you just say like Africans, because I mean African can tell you. Well, it's offenses as in like if I called you like what would it be like if let's just say the United States was broken down into countries like you Ohio like and let's say somebody from Kentucky,
so
Kentucky,
you
right?
Be called Nigerian or
like but if you just say they're American, Like, you know what I mean? That can mean anything. All Americans are like this, or these Americans do that. And it's kind of like, bro, like, I'm Zim, like, them motherfuckers is Nigerian. So I just want to start there, that there are some cultures that are definitely like, Black Americans ain't shit, for sure. So, and they don't really get along with them. But I don't think it's like that too much more. And the reason I think so, I feel like Afrobeats changed that. I don't know. Music be changing shit. Yeah, like Afrobeats like changed that shit, bro. Like the music culture be changing shit all the time. But I think when Afrobeats was like really jumping, like when the Afrobeats really start popping, I want to say like 2018, 19, that shit really started turning up. And then you saw like Africans more accepted with the blacks and black people more accepting of Africans, and you start seeing us blend a lot more. Whereas before then, it was really like kind of a segregation. But I don't think it's a pen thing. I just think it's just still like, even in the black culture, we do it. Like, niggas won't talk to each other based off of just because like you on a different block or something, or you from a different city or different hood. I don't necessarily like, okay, in Cincinnati, you might be like, but that same in St. Louis might mean like beef. You know what I mean? Like easily mean beef. Like y'all say what? Like we say to get a nigga's attention, where like we about to ride on a nigga. Like it literally be like that in America. So I just think it's just the same way. They got dark skin just like us, and you know, they got a lot more pride for real because they come from like that motherland, blah, blah, blah. Whereas a lot of African Americans, black people, we kind of be like, man, fuck America. You know what I'm saying? Like the majority of black people was like, fuck America, man, fuck these white folks, fuck this white ass nation. Whereas Africans come from something, they just don't understand like how we don't have that type of pride of certain things. So every time you hear somebody like a white person be like, man, go back to Africa, it'd be like, man, Africans don't want us over there either. Like, where the fuck we supposed to go? We not from there. So I don't think we pin against each other as far as like a hard thing. I just think that once again, it's just, you know, unfortunately, the darker the skin, it just seemed like you fighting for more of the pie, bro. You know what I mean? Like you fighting for acceptance. And when you introduce a whole nother continent of African people, it's almost like, damn, like, how come these Africans get to come in here and do A, B, and C? And as black people, we gotta, you know, we suffering from whatever we suffering from. Whereas some of my African friends might be like, well, they ain't my friends because they wouldn't probably come at it like that. But they'll just be like, man, just get y'all shit together. You know what I mean? Like y'all from America, y'all from the greatest country in America, like in the world, you know, so to speak. So get y'all shit together.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, being an African, I think growing up, I've been an African booty scratcher since time, you know what I mean? Since before the Afro beats, but I think it's just societal.
Were you picked on and stuff?
Yeah,
by black people?
That's what I mean. Yeah,
that's what
the
this old girl was saying. Like she was just
that's what
picked on by black people.
That's what, you know, I've been, like I said, I've been an African booty scratcher, but a lot of it comes from not understanding, you know what I mean? So that's why I say it's societal. So early on being societal, it just like, I feel like y'all didn't understand what what it meant to be African. So like, you know, coming or just being from, there's a sense of comfortability being American where you don't have to go out anywhere and feel like, you know what I mean? You don't have to leave your place, your country to achieve something. So there's no pride, you know, when you go, the most pride that y'all have is coming from like being, you know, like the Olympics or anything. Like that's the best way I can kind of like have that example of what that pride for your country feels like when you go somewhere else.
Okay, I got you. Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
like in your country, well, a lot of the countries in Africa, they got totems and tribes and shit like that.
Yeah, so we got all that like stuff. Deep. But then so we leave our country and then we come here and then we don't really, I think that sense of pride is kind of lost when we kind of see, you know, the hate when we see another black. I mean it's real like it's crazy.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's real complicated, yeah. But you know what I mean? I think that's kind of where it stems from, just that societal feeling of, you know, people being too prideful. I feel like that's even when people see the Mexicans or whatever, like just people coming into your country and being proudful of where they come from. So it's just like that lack of understanding of how people love their culture and all of that. But I think, you know, and then we come here with that pride, you know what I mean? And then it kind of seems like we ain't fucking with y'all, you know what I mean? But it's, for the most part, it's just us being proud of where we came from, you know, but we come in here for a reason, you know what I mean? To uplift ourselves, but just that butting heads of y'all too proud, y'all came over here, but then also, you know, the society saying y'all need to go back or whatever. So it's just like a miscommunication of where the love is.
Big miscommunication. And also, a lot of Africans do get, like, it's crazy because, like, when I think about all the African shorties that I knew from, like, high school, a lot of their best friends are white. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad, but the white people be way more accepting of Africans than black people are. I've seen it historically, and I'm a black dude. I'm going to say it, bro. And it might look like I'm leaning way on the other side or something, but I'm not. And then every African that I talk to, the most hate that they be getting be from black folks, bro. Like, it don't be from white people. It be from black people that will turn up their nose or be acting mean to them or just doing some wild ghetto shit. So, but the shorty who told me that, man, she was just like, you know, ever since she came to America, and she still kind of knew, she was like, you know, it just seems like the sisters can be just super jealous, you know what I mean? Because I think it is because of that pride, like that deeper pride, a deeper understanding of like world, I don't even know what to call it, world socialism. Let's just call it that, like a different, like this girl's been. So she was just telling me, like, you live in Africa, you get on one train, nigga, you in 5 different countries in the same day. And each country got the different stuff going on. They not the same. Like,
I don't know about the same day because Africa is huge, but yeah.
I said a few different countries. I ain't say all of them, but you can literally go to a few, like, especially if these places are only big as state. Like, if I take a train right now, I'm crossing across Ohio, Kentucky, Louisiana in the same day. Like, it don't take that long. So in that same day, you experiencing different cultures, different languages, not to mention in one country, y'all got 100 different languages or different things going on. So whereas if I'm in Cincinnati, I'm pretty much a Cincinnati nigga all the way up to Columbus, right? And then all the way from Columbus to Cleveland, but we still all from Ohio, right? And then for real, our shit travels so much differently here because it is a nation and not necessarily, like, I don't know how y'all travel. I guess y'all got certain probably permits to get between countries, but like, nigga, you gotta have a passport just to go, you know what I mean, to Canada or Mexico, you know what I mean?
Whereas, have a passport to go to a different country in Africa?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they do.
For the most part, you do.
You do? Okay.
It depends. It's kind of like, you know.
You probably have to have a certain certification to go somewhere.
We can go
What's the average country like if America is a country, like how big is what's the biggest country in Africa?
Probably Sudan.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that. You know what I mean? Africa is huge. You know what I mean? Like the U.S. fits in Africa. You know what I mean? But I mean, it can be big. Like you said, it can be big. It can be small. But you know what I mean? Like neighboring countries, you probably can slide in there on a quickie, but. You know what I mean? But there's borders, like I'm from Zim, you know what I mean? Zimbabwe, and then we cross the border and we illegally enter South Africa. You know what I mean? With the same thing, you know what I mean? And we border Zambia too, you know what I mean? So we cross we got one of the 7 wonders of the world, Big Falls, you know what I mean? So we can cross a bridge over Big Falls and go into Zambia, but you need to have like
identification of some sort.
Yeah. So it's like you can find your little area to sneak over the border. You know what I mean? We can be like that. You know what I mean? But it's. So
I mean, like I said, just the socialism of Africa is way different. You know what I mean? And then I'm learning, like, shorty from South Africa. So South Africa is like just a melting pot of everybody. Like, everybody going to South Africa. South Africa is like the New York of Africa, so to speak. So everybody down there, either university schools, jobs, Cape Cod, y'all probably Cape Town or whatever. So everybody going down there to get their shit.
Ain't that South Africa?
Yeah, so everybody going down there to get educated, or jobs is there, whatever, and that's where you see like the biggest melting pot there or whatnot. And you come to America and it's a melting pot, but then we got to forget like apartheid in South Africa literally was just in the 80s.
Yeah,
real recent, like that segregation, like.
Yeah.
Like I've heard horror stories and shit. Like they was literally killing motherfuckers for having mixed kids and stuff. Like,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like this shit was just in the 80s. Like, so there's still a little bit of that colorism that has existed over there recently. And then people come to America and they see a lot of Africans see it within our community. Whereas there it was like, it's either you black or you white. You know what I mean? So in Africa, the blacks are just like, all right, and maybe in South Africa, I ain't saying in other countries or whatnot, because I'm sure y'all got tribal disputes in warring countries and all that, but it's like when apartheid's coming together, it's like we gonna stick together because of A, B, and C, no matter what type of African you is, because if you African, you have sex with a white person and y'all have a baby, both the white person and the black person gonna die, and they gonna kill your baby, like, so... Hey, I don't know if y'all ever heard of, y'all know who Trevor Noah is. I forget the name of his book, but I listened to his book on Pi. He talked about the whole apartheid and how that worked, bro. Like, that shit is crazy, So in America, bro, like, as black people just practicing, more unity, we have gotten spoiled. I hate to say it. Like, we've getting spoiled, bro. Like, our civil rights movements was in the 50s and 60s, bro. Like, we so far removed from that, our leaders in hip hop now, Sexy Red and Glorilla and shit, right? We so far removed from having to really have some pride and shit about some serious stuff. That's how we got shit sneaking into our political offices and shit, because we just ain't got it together, bro. So, seeing unity within our own community is going to help us. Not no pan-African shit. Like, that's cool and all. Like, but even just talking to her, she's like, I hate when, like, black people just be like, yeah, I'm going to the motherland. She's like, yo, like, take pride in your shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not about going to the motherland can't save us. Like, you know what I mean? So it ain't about going to the motherland and thinking we gonna, be saved. You know what I mean? What is that like what is that?
Dang.
But yeah, anyway, so I thought that was like an Amber Alert almost. Like, that shit crazy, bro. You don't know how to put the send them a voicemail, nigga?
Yeah, I want to cancel it.
It must be a hoe. Look.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I was sleeping. Yeah.
I should run over there, put that motherfucker on.
Hey, what's up?
But yeah, so I mean, I do see it throughout life, man. Like you said, the African booty scratcher definitely was calling the Africans African booty scratcher back in the day, bro.
I'm glad you said
so,
that. You know my humor is dark. Can we shout out African booty scratcher? Because that's a long ass fucking standing joke, bro. But what is the basis of it though? Like, why is that a thing?
I don't know, bro.
Because everybody scratch their booties, bro.
It's probably like there's this old movie that's a classic in the African culture called Gods Must Be Crazy.
Oh, what?
The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Is it like a Sidney Poitier movie?
No, it's African. It's like definitely like kind of like South African based, I believe. But it's like tribal, you know what I mean? Like a tribal man, but kind of like that's how they saw it, where they had the little, things on covering just they schlong paws, and like, you know what I mean? It's just like you scratch from,
Damn, I didn't know it was the origins of it.
I don't know if that's the origin. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I'm just guessing.
Oh, like, that's so random because it was like you said, like I've called people that before, and like that was before I even knew anybody that was African. That's why I was like, it probably is extra offensive to say it to an African person.
But speaking of Africa, did y'all hear about the new discoveries in Egypt?
Man, we 2 hours in. I ain't gonna hold you.
Damn, this week for real? Damn. All right,
you said the what?
I'm in with this. There's a new discovery in
it is a good ass conversation. We did have a good ass.
Hell yeah. I was about to say. Oh yeah. So did y'all hear about it though?
Would you say it again?
The new discoveries with the pyramids in Egypt.
Nah.
So they discovered a hidden city beneath Giza. Researchers use radar technology has unveiled a vast underground city beneath the pyramids of Giza with using aperture radar SAR or whatever. Scientists detected extensive subterranean structures, including corridors and chambers. They also discovered ancient waterways. Anyway, so if you know before, so they found that these pillars are stretching 2 kilometers down in the middle of the earth, and they have coils. So I went and researched this shit, bro. Like, it's crazy what's under the pyramids. Like, we always kind of expected it for real. Mm-hmm. But now it's just showing, like, how much. Remember I told you I've been listening to a lot of shit about ancient civilizations, right? And it's always, like, the argument of, like, the archaeology community kind of gatekeeping a lot of the knowledge, or, you know, disproving or proving based off of the merit, right? Based off of, okay, I'm Harvard University, we got the most money, so we control the narrative, and or I'm Egypt and we control whatever the fuck come out of our intellectual property that comes out these pyramids, right? So it's a lot of shit that the public ain't knowing, but then they got these private companies now going down there and doing like this sonar LiDAR. So, you know, this LiDAR is like ground penetrating radar. They can literally scan like a 3D print of everything from the pyramid, everything subterranean. And now they found all these coils. It's like 8 different ones under the one pyramid that go kilometers under the earth, and it's got coils around it. Like, now, you know, a lot of conspiracy was that the pyramid was used as electrical generation. Some think that it was used as a weapon. But guess what? This shit is, the knowledge of where it came from is 8,000 years old. The Egyptians that we know, like the Jesus Egyptians and shit of 3,000-4,000 years old, the pyramids was already there when they was there. So that's how old these motherfuckers are. So they saying like, yeah, these pyramids was built by people who was pulling, you know, 100 motherfuckers pulling these big ass pillars, but now they like disclaiming like there's no way that humans would have been able to take the rocks from the quarry that they were thousands of miles away and pull them that far. It would take literally hundreds of years for them to build this shit, where it took decades to build the pyramids, as they say, but who's to know now? Because now they also talk about subterranean building. What type? You have to have, the ramification is you have to have advanced technology to be able to do the type of structures. Like, imagine a big ass pillar sticking 2 kilometers into earth, and then it also has coils around it that goes all the way up the entire way. First of all, 6,000 years, how the fuck are they producing coils?
So what are they saying, though?
They don't know. They're not releasing it. So they're saying that, so the people who are in charge of like whatever get released from Egypt is saying like, oh, this ain't cool, da-da-da. But these documentations, because they don't really have no jurisdiction. It ain't like here in America where it's like, we're going to lock up the JFK files forever. Like, once they get their little information, they from a whole nother country and science group, so they can just go and publish and do whatever the fuck they want. And they got actual like, you know, it's LiDAR photo, so it's, you know, you got to see it in a graph form in a very like scientific way, you know, with like heat, infrared looking shit. But the fact that it's down there and they don't know what the fuck it is down there, bro, is like all these conspiracies are just starting to come to life. Like, so I don't know where the pyramids came from. I have my theory. I feel like we put them there. Like, I feel like our future society put it there, and it's like a big loop. So we just gonna discover like, damn, we been here this long and we just left ourselves a message, which was these pyramids that control, like have all these, you know, maybe it control tablets and, you know, who knows what's down there, and just our records, our Kosh records or something. You feel me? Like, that's my theory. Like, you know, but yeah, it's just crazy where the world be.
You had the 40 in the Red Bull, like, G.
When? Tonight? Nah.
Nah, that's crazy. I mean,
yeah.
I feel like I seen that like through the socials a little bit.
Yeah, it's been going crazy, man. It's everywhere. So, I mean, I don't know. Where y'all think the pyramids came from?
See, this is like our podcast when they get deep and serious like that. I be trying to hold back my fucking like jokes to let y'all get y'all shit off. But for some reason, when you start talking about it, I just started thinking about like the Autobots and like the the movie. Like, that's what I was like, bro.
Damn, I mean, that ain't funny. Yeah. That's a good theory.
Crazy.
That's your theory. Is that what you would think? Something like that?
I don't believe nobody built no pyramid. I mean, but I've never seen them. And like,
you don't believe nobody built the pyramids?
Like a human? Like,
so who built them?
They got to be some kind of alien type.
Yeah,
shit.
That's how I'm looking at it. What about you?
I feel like they built them. I feel like they just, the technology that they used wasn't advanced, but it was advanced for their time.
Yeah, they use probably like they say they was on frequency radio action. Like, so the coordinates of the pyramids is the exact same speed that it takes the speed of light. So here, check this out.
Niggas are smart, you know what I mean? African niggas are smart.
What's the speed of light comparison to the pyramids?
We weren't scratching booties, we were building
The speed of
pyramids.
light is incredibly fast, about 299,792 kilometers per second, or roughly 186,282 miles per second. When comparing this to the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza, which is about 146.6 meters or 481 feet tall, the difference in scale is astronomical. Light could travel across the entire length of the pyramid in a tiny fraction of a second, about 0.0.
Why your Siri sound like that?
What's the correlation between the speed of light and the pyramids of Giza?
The speed of light and the pyramids of Giza don't have any scientific correlation. The speed of light is
This
a
chat
fundamental-
GPT. But yet,
The speed of light and the pyramids of Giza are two completely unrelated topics. The speed of light is a fundamental constant in
That's the government, man. They blocking your
yeah. I was about to say, yeah. They was just talking about this shit on Joe Rogan too. They was like, so I did download Grok. We got to use that next pod, bruh. Grok is this new shit, this new AI. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on. Hey, tell me more about you. Confirm your age. Bitch, I'm old enough.
He's gonna tell you some freaky shit.
Right.
Got a big ass.
I don't know how to use this shit, though. You gotta read this shit.
My back fucked up.
Anyways, I'll figure this shit out. We're gonna use it next time. I was seeing, hold on, let me see if I can get this shit to. They probably make you pay for it or something. I ain't paying no money for it. Anyways, y'all got some music y'all wanna put on or something?
YouTube, we love you. Audio listeners.